Hello and welcome to our next episode of Out of the Abyss.
Helicopter edition.
Helicopter edition.
Is back.
Oh, he is, really? I did not know. Yeah, so it's been a little bit, but yeah, the last time we played, you guys had a bit of a dinner party with various members representing factions from across the Sword Coast. And basically you beseeched each of them, or were given aid in some way by most representatives there in various forms. At the end of the evening, three of you went to meet up with Davra Jasur, the representative from the Zentarum on the deal, and basically on pain of potential death, agreed to keep the Library of Graven Hollow's location a secret, and in exchange for, and as well as like an equal share of the treasure, they agreed to give you a guide to take you to the outpost of Mantle Dareth. You were supposed to meet back up with her in the morning. She'll introduce you to your guide, and I don't remember if she gave it to you already or not, but also gave you a sending stone with which to keep in touch with her while you are on your journey. Similarly, you got a sending stone from Marista Malkin of the Emerald Enclave, basically to reach her so that you can get potential information or other aid from the sort of pseudo-spy network of the Emerald Enclave. You were gifted with a 5,000 gold stipend from Lord Arabian Hond, representing the Lord's Alliance, with which to buy, spell components, supplies, that sort of stuff, any other provisions you need for the journey. And Bryn, on the other hand, concluded the evening with a chess match with Lord Zelron Roaringhorn.
Did we get like 6 dude bros from Paladin School too?
Oh, I did forget to write that in the notes. Yes, you were promised a small detachment of troops from the what are they called?
Names for them.
The Order of the Gauntlet. But basically you're also given the option to either just have them work with the Church of Selune and their forces, or you could bring them with you, but that's up to you. Like if it's
How are they?
Not all heavily armored people wandering through the Underdark are able to move as quietly as your magical dragon armor-born paladin.
Wait, are you loud when you sleep?
Yeah.
No, but does it have disadvantage?
So say.
Oh, I was thinking you didn't.
I didn't realize. I thought he wasn't.
We
very
just
good at
skipped that the whole
it.
campaign.
We
No,
usually.
I've
But
rolled
also
disadvantage
imagine-
the whole time. While my vision checks have not always been a disadvantage, my stealth checks have them.
But imagine 6 paladin dude bros trying to
Clank, clank, clank.
just keep quiet. They're just gonna be like,
oh,
oh dude, look at those rocks. Those are sweet. I bet I can crush one of those rocks. Yeah.
Chad, Thad, Topher, Scott, Marcus, and Roy are very professional.
What was the one start with a T?
Thad and Topher.
Okay, so I'm sure there was Chad and Thad.
Yeah,
So I'm sure they were both in there.
That and Topher.
Oh, actually, no, it doesn't. It is not disadvantage on stealth check.
So you've been
Right,
So-
and
so it
so that
balanced
because
the-
equivalent heavy armor that isn't dragon armor normally would have the disadvantage.
That's why I remember him rolling disadvantage on stealth in the past. So I thought he did.
And even like the,
So now
the
you're kind of
heaviest
bounced
medium
out from
armor.
perception checks.
It's because I did it when I had the chainmail on, and I just kept doing it
No.
when I had the dragon scale armor on and didn't need to. There we go, yeah. So we've balanced out the fact that
Yep.
my sight has been better than it should be.
Made it even. Okay, so we will pick up with the conclusion
really
of
loud when you perceive
Bryn's chess match with Lord Zelron, Bryn having emerged victorious, it was a much closer game than our actual game. He's a little better than me.
The canon in my head is that he might have taken it easy on me.
That's fair. I certainly did.
He wanted to give you his giant.
Oh yeah, I mean
automaton.
Zelron too.
Right. Well, that was certainly an interesting game. I must say, I did not expect you to be quite so skillful in this arena.
I'll admit, I didn't expect that to go so well. I was certain that if it came down to just our intelligence against intelligence, it would go very poorly.
Oh, come now, you're not that stupid. No. No, I'm just kidding.
If we were to quantify that,
if we had to put, say like modifier representing like our relative to the normal,
like 0 to 5.
I will say though, I was surprised at the aggression you displayed in sacrificing your queen for mine, which could very well have proven a costly error.
I've learned something about aggressive maneuvers in my time in the Underdark.
Well, dragon chest, dragon.
Look, he moves the queen.
Dragon chess certainly resembles many aspects of life, wouldn't you say? Only in life we don't just get to reset the board and play again, and both sides don't start with an equal number of pieces.
True.
I just caution you to be careful about making such sacrifices with the board stacked against you. When volunteering such sacrifices, you should be certain that they will guarantee victory. But
get you one of those enchanted dresses.
There you go. But
I'm already a drag racer. Might as well be a drag queen while we're at it.
shield surfing pro, drag racing drag queen.
Just the big wig flowing behind you as you run like 100
With my glowing sword.
Nero Rapunzel, champion of something. But a deal is a deal. Lionel will accompany you on your journey and assist you in whatever way you deem fit. He removes the amulet from around his neck and hands it to you.
I hope it doesn't say requires a turn.
Just got ourselves a new queen.
It
Hopefully doesn't say
it
requires
does
a
not
turn,
at a
but
glance.
You better hope it doesn't. It says it does. He's like, on second thought, take it back.
It doesn't.
I'll take
It
the
does not
liar's
require
cello
achievement.
or whatever it is.
I've been walking around a cello this whole time.
Right.
Gary's handy garbage bag that it fits into.
Exactly.
Gary's
Just a
handy
regular garbage bag. Just big enough for a cello.
Thank you. I greatly appreciate this, and I'll make sure to I'll make sure that he. I'm sorry. What was his name again? Now I'm just thinking.
Lionel.
Lionel. I'll make sure Lionel is returned to you in tip-top shape. But I'm sure he'll help us in our quest.
I'm sure he will as well. Also, there's a aspect of him that he can you can store a spell in the gem in his chest. There's currently a lightning bolt spell in there.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, once you put it on and got in control, you just intuitively know
Yeah.
about it. So
Dope.
cool.
Well, thank you for the game and for the opportunity. I won't let you down.
I trust you won't.
With that, I'll head back out.
All right.
With Lionel following behind me, I guess.
So you guys are back at the room. After your chit chat, because the chess game took a couple hours. Your conversation with Davra did not take
Felt
nearly
like
as
days.
long. Weeks, even literally a whole month went by
some say we're still
since the
talking.
game started. Some say they're still playing. So you get back to your quarters with Lionel in tow. He is fairly large, but he could duck and just barely get in the doorway into the room if you command him to do so.
Sorry, I'm still looking through my spells to see if there's any other.
No, you're good. You're good.
I'll take 2.
We got a little bit of time to wrap up loose ends before you guys head out.
So we're buying how many diamonds?
Well, Bryn and I can both cast
So we want
Revivify.
8 diamonds then. Enough that each of you could dump it.
Let me introduce you to my good friend who also knows Revivify.
Oh,
12
never mind. I don't know it anymore.
How many?
There's no point in me using that spell slot for
I think we should get
Revivify.
more shell components and then just be like, and the rest of it just diamond dust. Thank you.
Yeah.
Diamonds.
Just get
Diamond.
It's
Diamonds.
300.
Because you can always pulverize them.
Yeah.
Am
I don't care how many diamonds you give me. Just tell me they're worth 300
Right.
gold.
Hands.
Keep using
Like,
charcoal.
this sapphire
That's just a
is
really
300
crumbly
gold
diamond.
piece
It's worth
back.
300.
Yeah.
Just take
Curse is great.
Man, only one race of people could pull that off, and it's the Kuatoa. They would have to believe hard enough.
We can do it.
So they're not going to give us health pots or pots of protection from good and evil or energy?
I mean, you could potentially use some of your stipend for some of those.
Okay, so that can be used in
Let's
that
get
capacity.
2 protection from good
Provisions
evils.
for the journey and spell components of various types.
How much protection good and evil? Is that like 500 gold?
That's a good question.
It's
What are those for?
first
Just another
level
madness?
spell.
Or is it
Is it an uncommon potion?
It'd be a potion of like a first or second level spell,
Let me-
so probably.
Let me
Because I think 3rd level's the cutoff where it gets rare.
I believe you are correct.
Protection from good and evil is a first level spell.
Okay.
Oh, something else I need.
Is it usually concentration?
Yes.
Okay, the potion is not. Or typically is not.
Right.
So that is a value.
That is why
Yeah.
potions are extra valuable.
Yep.
Like a potion of invisibility is bonkers.
Yep.
So 4 of those for
4.
exactly all the members that matter.
That's true.
It's exactly
Four invisible people, and then the cleric.
no, myself,
Just the
the cleric, Bryn.
Oh man, you just got a new person. Haven't even really talked to him for more than 10 minutes, and you're already the 5th favorite member of the group.
Look, I'm just here to.
Listen, we're
throw
not hurting for
fireballs.
damage, especially now that we added this freaking hunk
Right.
of metal too.
Okay, so
So, do you want to list of everything we're getting here? So we're getting potion. What kind of potions?
Okay, first start with the spell components.
Okay. So we need diamonds.
4 Let's get 4 diamonds. That's one for everybody. You want to get 8?
he just wants a diamond because it's a shiny rock. I just want one. I just think they're neat.
One for everybody.
I
Sorry,
kept,
Shara.
I kept a necklace that I then gave to the receptionist that I still don't know her name.
So because you that's funny. Because you will talk with her tomorrow. She will come with some amount of components herself.
She comes with diamonds,
we got the
boys.
sport package and everything.
We got the right trim model on this
Right.
thing. This is great.
Exactly. Like they didn't have,
all the
leather
extras.
interior anymore, so they were like, "All right, fine, we'll give you some diamonds."
Diamond hands, man.
Yeah,
Diamond hands.
We have 80 shares of GameStop.
To
the moon is pretty appropriate, though.
But
It is a cleric of
purchase
Slither.
price was $510.
That's why they're diamond
Look,
hands.
as long as we don't check the exchange
Look, that's
rate,
why
it's
she's
fine. We
going
can
on your
still review
suicide
it.
mission.
money
She's
until you
really
sell.
in debt now.
Look, you don't lose money until you sell. It's
true.
Right?
The shares are worth whatever someone is willing to pay for them, and you were willing to pay
So, therefore,
Oh man.
so how many shares of
I'm
GameStop?
deeply
What if that
sorry
was
if anyone
how-
watching is struggling in debt from that ordeal right now. You know,
I mean, if you did that,
Thank you for
kinda
letting
did
us
it
laugh
to
at your pain.
yourself.
Just keep holding.
They call themselves the R
Reggie-
word for a reason. Just
Reggie Fiume is gonna save your.
I've seen a number of ape memes.
Just hold the line.
the apes stronger together. What cracks me
Oh,
up.
it's so good.
That is used in my friend group very often.
Strong.
Oh,
man.
mostly targeted at some less capable video game player.
Who could you be talking about?
Look, more bronze, the better.
They know who they are.
What's the value of the diamonds we need for?
Bronze together strong.
Greater Restoration is 100 gold worth of diamond dust per cast.
Okay.
Okay, that's 100
And
diamond dust.
Revivify is 300 gold worth of diamonds.
Okay, how much is it? Do you have any spells that we can raise dead or like
That
resurrect
is
people?
Revivify.
I know, but how do we?
Oh.
We paid.
We paid like
We paid
10,000 gold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
All right.
Friendly
Our
mood.
cleric, what does our cleric come with?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's in this?
I was trying to pull it. So I can't. They don't
Is that
have
couple
the.
orders
Oh wait, no.
or-
Maybe it's in.
What's
It's hiding
is
in
a
notes.
subscription or is it a like one-time?
Do
Do
payment
they have like
upfront?
spellcast auto in there?
I was just trying to see if they don't have the.
Listen, we don't have
I have to
the
go to the
old
actual
bottle
website.
of cleric for one.
Yeah.
We really only there were bugs in that one that just
Right.
isn't gonna work.
What kind of mileage does the cleric get?
Yeah.
What alignment does she think she is?
I like it. God damn, where's my?
Restoration was how much? 100 gold?
100
Diamond
diamond
dust?
dust.
Oh,
I think we buy.
Let's get. And when we go, we pay what 100 gold, get a realigned.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
how.
exactly.
That's
We
how
get, I
alignment
think we
works.
get
You're right. You're totally
6
right.
diamonds, which is 1,800.
She has 200 gold worth of diamond dust,
So she can
and she has
restoration
one.
twice.
She has one 300 gold piece diamond.
Okay, so she's
Literally
got
worth more
she's got
than
2
alive.
restorations and one.
She also has a prayer wheel because I didn't know what that was until I was looking up the different things that you could just have when you were a priest, and they look pretty dope. So
There we go.
it kind of
That's
is
it.
like imagine like a really religious Rubik's cube sort of thing.
Bruh.
Bro.
Cool.
Yeah.
So we
Wait,
steal.
so
we
so
steal.
she has
Good for nothing, but
what's
she
the-
has it.
What's the non-instantaneous one for? Is it raise dead?
What spells
Not
does she know?
revivify.
Oh.
She knows all the spells.
All of the cleric spells.
Up to what level?
The-
5th?
She's
The
a
one that's
10th level
not-
cleeric.
The one
She's
that's
the same level
not,
as
you have
guys.
to do this within a minute.
I think Raise Dead's a fifth level
That's
spell.
Revivify is.
She also has one spell scroll of raise dead.
Okay, so she does have raise dead. Does raise dead also cost?
Yeah.
That's what was
A
used on
diamond.
Bryn
Big
when he
rock
died to the
with those.
dragon.
Yeah. Does it that also require a diamond worth 300 gold?
It's built into the scroll, I think. when You crack
Yeah, so the scroll won't,
But
but
she
any
also-
actual castings would require it, and I don't know what that number is off the top of my head.
And I'm just assuming she can cast that. I don't
Yes.
know that she can.
Yep, yeah, that is a 5th level cleric spell for sure.
For Revivified, it needs to be 1 diamond worth 300
No.
or just diamonds worth 300?
I believe it is diamonds,
Diamonds.
but
It's
We're
semantics at
verify.
this point because we have a stipend that
We
will
buy
cover
the
either one.
required.
Well, I know,
Yeah.
but if it would be ideal to buy diamonds 100
the
gold.
the raise dead spell requires a diamond worth at least 500 gold pieces.
They
Raise
can't be.
dead is a big
Right,
big
They
one.
can't be
Yeah.
dust though.
So
we
she
can't buy
does not
dust.
have a diamond that can cover that.
What
She has a
particular
diamond
She has a
that
size of
scroll.
diamond do I
and
need
she has a
to
diamond that
cast?
can cover
So-
revivify, but not a diamond that can cover raise
Greater
dead.
restoration is dust.
Right.
Yeah.
So that has to be separate from the actual
Yeah.
diamonds. That way we can use dust for the 300 gold piece diamonds.
But I'm saying if we have 3 100
Dust
gold
is distinctly not diamonds.
Right.
right. Oh, it's
Yeah.
not diamond.
We have so there's
No,
like
it's diamond
so
dust, but it's
here's
not
like your
diamonds.
tier list. You have individual diamonds worth X,
I'm
and then you
saying-
have diamonds
All I'm
worth
saying-
X, and
so
then diamond dust.
If we have
worth
9
X.
100 gold diamonds, we can. If we need to cast Greater Restoration, we just break down a 100 gold diamond into dust and cast Greater Restoration.
Buy jeweler's.
Do you have a
Yes,
spell that
there's
could like do that? Because
Oh, then
Diamonds
You
or
can't.
diamonds?
diamonds
oh,
are
yes,
diamonds.
Rocky could do that. I mean, I do have a jeweler's, something like a jeweler's kit.
I don't know how they make diamond dust. I have no fucking clue. But
jeweler's
Okay.
kit.
Magic.
So in that case,
Bruh.
let's just get diamonds.
I would like the Revivify to
Just
rely on
prestidigitate
skill
part of the
diamond.
diamond away until it's just dust.
Yeah.
Okay.
What else do they know?
So we have diamonds, diamond dust.
The celestial.
Liddy, you're gonna love her scythe.
Oh, bro, sights
It's a
are
sight.
so cool.
That's fucking badass.
Yeah,
Well, it makes sense. It's like a crescent. It's like a moon.
yeah.
Bro.
She's got the harvest moon.
She very
man.
much is evocative of the whole Cleric of Salune.
There's
Here
raised.
comes the harvest moon.
Alright, so we need 500 gold pieces of diamonds. A diamond worth at least 500 gold. So
One
we need
diamond.
A big, one large boy.
But well, she has a scroll for that, right?
She has a scroll.
Doesn't need components.
It is consumed when you make the scroll, so that one's already paid for.
Okay.
That is
and
a
then-
cashier's check of raised dead.
We
get
should
two-
have a backup.
2 big ones.
But how?
200?
What's the?
so.
What's the? I mean,
Yes,
yeah, we have
5,000.
5,000 gold. That's fine.
Yeah.
Get 2 big ones.
If more than one of us die, if you and I die,
Well, I was thinking if one of us dies, we just like take the course back to the town, find a diamond. At that point, because it's like 10 days, right?
2 of those.
If you want Kevin's player input, if you're going to end up with several, you're going to have several casts of Revivify and
Yeah.
multiple people who can cast it.
Yeah.
The likelihood that like you'll be able to, live to raise dead some people, but not have an opportunity to revivify them is probably
kinda
pretty
what I'm-
low.
That's
That's
what
fair.
I'm thinking.
So just given the numbers game of it, I'd say you probably put a few more eggs into the revivify basket than
That's
not.
fair.
and
And we
but
should-
if you fail, you can fail. Can you fail revivify, or
No.
is it just at worst?
It's if you're in the minute, it's good.
Baller.
It still
It's
has
the
your death
minute
saving
is-
throws up by 1 because you did full die to get
Yeah,
to revivify
okay.
status.
but raised dead doesn't change that. Like raised dead's the same.
Exactly, yeah.
Yep. Okay. Cool.
And we should not use her scroll and save it for if she dies. Use it on her.
Yeah.
Because she can always just...
If it's not on your spell list,
It's probably
It's a
on
check.
my
It's
list.
got to be on theirs, right?
I don't
It's
know
not
if
actually.
I don't. I think you have to be. I think it's got to be on your list, and like
I don't
like
actually.
you
for
can't
your
cast
level.
5th level
I
spells
don't
till
actually.
17.
I don't actually think it's on my list.
I think you can.
I
You
feel
just
like
have
it
to make a
probably is,
check.
but it literally level 17 is when you get 5th level spells. There is a check, so
Right,
like
we could, at last ditch effort, we could use it if
Yeah.
Brenda can cast it.
Nope.
No. Okay. Never mind.
I mean,
do
I can try to cast it.
I'm still super interested in what you took for your level 10 secrets.
So we're taking 1 500 gold diamond.
500 gold. Let's
How
get
many-
6.
Oh, I'm so excited.
1,800 gold worth of
Give me
diamonds.
what
That's
give me
6
classes.
casts
What
of
classes are this like?
So 6 3
I have to double
diamonds.
check what I ended up taking.
How much diamond dust?
So that's we're at what 2,300 right now.
She's got 2
I think
casts.
Greater Restoration is going to be huge because
Yeah.
that can get us out of exhaustion, poison, disease, and like other stuff.
So
Yeah.
you guys, you long rest through the night. You converse before you go to sleep. Bryn introduces you all to Lionel, the giant robot that followed him into your room.
Did he talk?
He does not talk.
No.
He's Doty. He's not actually Doty,
I'm
but
gonna
he's-
start practicing my ventriloquism.
2,700 gold.
I like it. He doesn't have like a mouth or parts like
Well,
that
no,
that
that's-
move, but I still like it.
So far.
I'm also gonna work on like ventriloquism with
2,700
minor
3,000
minor
gold
illusion,
worth
like giving a little
diamonds.
like mouth.
Literally, just like it, make it look like there's
No, I'm
like
not gonna have
mouth
that.
shape engraved in the wood that's
6
Yeah.
is fine.
6 is fine. What else do we spend money on?
Well, we diamond dust for.
Oh, how much is the protection from good and evil?
He said we can get some potions, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
So-
the diamond,
Oh,
the
it's
diamond
like a
dust.
rough
She has
drawing,
2
sorry.
casts. It's 100 gold diamond dust, I
Right.
believe.
Yeah.
So how many do we want? How many are at
I
the
think
Greater
we get
Restoration?
like 10.
I would put 1,000 gold
Yep.
onto that.
Agreed.
Absolutely.
That's something we need, especially if we all get hit with something.
Yeah.
protection from good and evil, 150.
Oh, at least for
1,000 gold worth.
1,000 gold. Well, why
So you
not?
can get
We can get 8 for 900.
Yeah.
No, that's wrong.
Ish.
8 for 1,000. Right? 8 times 150. Am I insane?
you
Might
can
be.
get 6 for 900.
Let's get 6 for 900.
Of the protection for good and
Okay,
evil
6 of
potion.
those. That's an magical total.
Yeah. What other things can we get that are potions?
Health pots
Um,
out the butt.
we also want gemstone ink, right?
Yes,
Tu-
for.
tuition.
Yep. I think we're only going to need one of those. How much is that?
I
You
think
wanna
we should
get
get.
2?
I think we should get. How much is it? The management isn't. I don't
Here comes the money.
forget.
Here comes the money.
Money, 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 money.
Top trade circle is
50
50
gold
gold
apiece.
each.
50 or 15?
50.
50. Okay.
So honestly, I'm thinking like 200. At least 150, so we can go somewhere and like come back and then have an extra. In case
I'm
we
fine with
Sure.
200. I don't care.
How much money?
Neither of them are level 5s.
Interesting.
Hmm.
normal garlic bread,
About my
legendary
natural
potion.
secrets.
Oh, nice.
All right. Well, that rules out one that I thought would be potentially on your list. But I guess you with animate objects, it's a little less
Is
practical.
everything else-
Big B's hand was the one that I was thinking that you might take.
Mm.
But they're both fifth
Yeah.
level concentration spells.
There,
That's
right.
Yeah.
Do you,
Yeah,
so
and that was-
7 you
that
have
was
to
my
roll,
issue with-
or does that
well,
mean-
Well,
By
and
the
the
sound
other
of it,
thing is
yeah.
at this level, I
Oh,
got
what's your
for
strength
whatever
at?
reason
Okay.
2. I got
Would you
like
like
2 more.
to be
I got to
stronger
pick
than
6
that?
spells at this level.
Excuse
I
me.
got
You
like
can
a
get potion
cantrip,
of, like, Hill
2
Giant Strength
leveled
or
spells,
Stone Giant Strength makes more sense
and
'cause
then
we're-
the
I would
magical
also,
secrets.
if we're willing,
So,
all those spells that
I
would
don't think the
complement my
magical
spell
secrets
book,
are in addition.
we can
I think that
expense
bards.
all-
So all bards get the
expense
10th level
that
magical
way, too.
secrets
That's true.
ability,
Yeah.
Oh,
and
really?
so it doesn't increment
Yeah.
on your
Those spells you
on the
can
big
use
grid that
and-
shows all your numbers,
Yeah.
but you get
I
magical
get
secrets,
to
and that's the
so
2
Potion
here.
of flying.
There's just
is
2
about
from
5
any
for
class.
an hour.
It's not 4.
Oh,
No
really?
concentration.
I'm pretty
How much?
confident that's the case.
Because that's not how.
It's very rare.
That's not
You could
how
probably
I did
buy,
it
like,
for.
How much are they?
Expensive.
Oh, it doesn't say.
It doesn't say.
I mean,
My-
it'd be good
Well,
if
so
we have
my
to-
lore
they're
Him
6th level
flying around
ones.
like
We're
If I have
specific
some
to my
air, I have to, like,
subclass.
Right.
maintain concentration
And so
fly
when you
him,
hit
and
level
then
6, you went from 8 spells to
that means,
9,
yeah,
and then an
cantrip
extra
spells
2
and
Yeah.
from
concentration.
giant
secrets.
strength
At level
would-
10
Oh, giant size is like never mind. That's
That could be.
So
close.
it
I don't
says.
think the giant strength one is a big play.
it's just it would bump you to 23.
By double,
Heroism gives you 10 temp HP and bless.
Bless up.
yeah, the chosen spells count as bard spells and are included in the number of spells known in the bard table.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I have to drop down to
14 total.
14 total. But I would need 2 more. Is that including the 2 from lore?
Uh,
So I get 2 from my
Jesus.
lore bard
Hmm.
subclass.
Potion
So
maximum
this
power.
rewarding requires 200 gold pieces. of
so
diamond dust.
right with those 2
With
extra,
the warden.
16 total.
I've never used
16
it.
total.
Well,
Okay.
I've never
4
used
of
it
which
in
can
the
come from
campaign.
whichever
It's the
class.
campaign, so-
Sure.
And we already have diamond dust. I doubt I'll ever need to cast that spell, but we have it if we need it. So
Yeah.
In the morning, also,
In the morning.
a courier comes for you all with a note
We have 5,000.
that says courtesy of the Emerald Enclave, and it is basically you get some lizard mounts,
Let's go, Gerald. 2.
8 of them to be precise.
8.
8 lizards.
How quick do you guys think we'll get to a
Do we
spider
have, do we
infested
have
canyon?
food
This
for lizards?
So far, we've spent 4,200 gold.
Can we buy a potion of flying for 800 gold?
Wait, is that right?
Flying's 3rd level, so that's the first level of rare.
Oh, that's up.
You can buy a potion of flying for 500 gold.
Done.
Have we bought any health pots?
Doesn't matter.
Those
Yeah,
are,
I'm a cleric.
those are 50 gold apiece for the base level.
How much do we have after that?
Wait, sorry, I
We would have 300 left.
By 6 regulars.
the math wrong.
Oh, Stefan did the math wrong. So
Um,
maybe we have
um,
more.
We're at 4,400 gold spent.
Buy 2 regular healing potions and a potion of flying. Or we could buy 12 regular potions of healing.
So, in regards to the veterans
I mean,
of the
flying
Order of the
is very
Gauntlet,
good.
are you guys thinking that you want them to travel with you or to go join your other peeps?
Who is that? Paladins?
Yeah, they're not gonna help us
How
at
many
the
do we
library.
have?
Huh?
How many paladins do we
A
have?
dozen.
A dozen? Okay, my pun no longer works, but that's okay. There's going to be 6 of them. They're going to be called the Hexagon because they make the hex be gone. But we'll go with. I'll figure something out for 12.
Okay,
Need 6 more names.
No, is it Deca?
Dodecagon. Dodeca.
No,
No,
Dodeca is
Dodeca
the 20.
Didecagon.
Nope. Definitely not.
Decatugon.
There you go.
6 more names.
Anyways.
What's the name for the shape of a D12?
A D12.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like a Dehi something. I don't know if it's
Decahedron or something?
Decahedron.
Decky?
Dodecahedron?
Deca?
No.
Decahedron or
Decahedron?
Fine, internet.
Deck something hedron.
What are we going to spend the last 600 gold on?
Dexaplenihedron.
Decks of plenty.
Okay.
Usually
But if you're gonna,
I'm Decks of plenty.
For one day. How much is the potion?
he's one of the paladins.
Sorry, I'm also doing some math here.
dodecagon.
Dodecagon.
Decatugon is basically the same.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, wait, no, Dodessa, and I'm like, wait, no, that is 20, but
is
it's
it 500?
Dodeca versus
500?
Dodessa.
500 for potions.
I think
If
it's
we want, we can do that, or we
duodeca
can just do it
for
for
20.
healing potions.
So dodeca is 12.
Huh.
You did it, buddy.
That makes more sense, and I thought I knew that at some point because that was what they showed the. Well, there's a dodecahedron in campaign 2 of Critical Role, and they drew it at some point, and I was like, wait, that's right. But then I just was second guessing myself too much. Okay, so you don't need
dodeca-
these.
Apparently,
God.
in geometry, an icosagon is a 20-sided polygon.
Well, get out of here with that.
That's flat, right? That's not three-dimensional.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Goodbye, veterans of the gauntlet.
Oh no.
No, they're just not going with you.
So we'll bring them later. Just like we did.
Sure.
Just like we did Rise of the Rune Lord. So we brought those guys in, and
I'll save them for later.
then they all died.
Oh, I was gonna
horribly.
give all of you 3 of them because
Oh,
I'm not
can I
tracking
have-
another dozen people.
Can I have Chad, Thad, and Marcus?
Chat that, Mark.
Well, that's why I was like, well, that's perfect. You guys can name them. You can figure out who these people are. It'll be great.
So I want Topher, and Topher. They just all spell it differently.
So for
F, PH, and PHPH.
Yeah.
I didn't cut this up,
No,
but that's
FPHF.
the stat block for a riding lizard.
Topher.
I've got 4 of them.
Yeah.
And then
4 of the lizards. 1 for each limb. I'm riding on
Just planking all the way into the other car.
let's go, Demogorgon. Just attach
Just wait until you
attach
see-
the sword to your back over your head.
Just
so
wait
that
until
are
you see
a
my
lance.
abs when we get there.
He has to T-pose for a month in order to amass his full power. So they're going.
You just gotta have the constant
So-
charging up.
Paladin
My
Dubros
hair
are going
turns.
ahead of us. We are walking.
Well,
with,
they're going elsewhere, but yeah.
We're walking with the Zenerim guide to the secret outpost in the Underdark with
Secret
our
tunnel?
cleric friend
Through the mountain.
and our robot buddy.
we still have some money to spend. By the way.
How much money?
So we have 600 gold left. If we get the potion of fly, it's 500 of it, leaving us with 100. And we'll also say that for the spells from that spell
I mean,
book,
that does sound
So-
pretty good.
Does our cleric have master
to have,
hands?
you think
I've
that's
seen?
more valuable than health?
They
Me being able to
know
fly
it, they
into
don't
something?
bring it.
I think it's more
Huh?
valuable.
Usually, they
than
said
a lot of
they
health.
know it. They don't usually bring
Like
it.
Okay.
I don't know that the value of 12 is that much higher than the value of like 2 or 3.
we also say that for 75 gold, I can get the spell protection from energy in my spell book, and for 100, I can get knock.
Oh, those both seem pretty good though.
Basically, they don't have that many.
The protection,
So we do the flying.
the protection of energy is
Well, we can't do that.
Limited on
Those-
5th level
we could
spell
do,
slots.
We could do a bunch of
No,
healing.
we
Right,
have
yeah,
100
I mean, so,
gold
like, they
left
have
after
2
the potion of
fifth
flying,
level
so
spell
we can
slots,
do
but
one
there's
of
like
those. I
a
mean, we
lot
can
of
also use
versatility
our gold.
down the line that it just
Brent's
doesn't
got
make
gold
a
we
ton
can
of
spend.
sense with the rest of the stuff that she brings to the table.
Sure.
Abjuration spell. So
Do they
it's half
do they
plus
have
for
some
me,
healing though?
Yeah.
and it's
Okay.
half
We
time.
can use our own
'Cause I-
gold for the extra.
So if I need to
healing
cut
costs.
down
How many
a spell,
potions do we want everybody have 2?
I'm basically
Yep.
I can buy 2.
You
I could probably.
She-
but-
clerics know every healing spell there is except healing spirit. I think is the only one. I think that's randomly just like a ranger only
So-
spell.
I think I'm gonna
So-
drop
Right.
Oh
mass
shit!
cure wounds.
I also wanted to get.
Oh, okay, yeah. I was gonna say I thought you were thinking about cutting healing word, but yeah, if you
Fifth
took
level wounds?
mass cure wounds,
Yeah.
go ahead and cut that
No,
one.
I'm keeping
100
healing
gold
word.
piece class
But
I.
before I was like,
That seems
you know,
really good,
bulk
though.
healing spell.
That might be worth
for
Right.
our
If you
group.
sweet, the whole group got nuked with something.
We
All
got
right,
fireball
everybody
flying
get back
for-
up.
Pop them back up. But yeah, if we have a cleric now,
Like we could do that. We could buy that and 8 potions of healing and what you need for protection from.
Energy.
Yeah.
Just 75 gold.
That
plus it
seems
lets
like
me
the
keep
plan.
my stupid
Instead of
choices
fly
that are fun.
Yeah. So you can get the things you need for your components. We all get 2 potions
We
of
could,
healing.
we could also get one less diamond if we wanted
Nah.
to.
I think I still
landed
have
on
potions of
diamonds.
healing.
We could do one less.
Okay, and so I need to get
Six
you
diamonds,
guys
each one
sending
six
stone item
diamonds.
cards
But
for
we need
next
to
week.
keep it in multiples of 3 or else there's not really a big reason to have them.
Why?
Because they're 300.
We also have one already. Bryn
I-
has a
I've-
diamond, right?
I've written down
Yeah.
500 gold
We
diamond.
Diamonds. But yeah.
6.
Yeah, we have the ability to
Yeah.
cast one revivify already.
6 300 gold piece diamonds.
Yeah.
We already have the
Oh,
ability to
crazy,
cast
yeah.
once.
Did you want to say 5 300 gold piece diamonds?
Sure.
Sure.
And that way we have enough for some extra stuff.
All right.
Find us some green mushrooms along the way.
Dungeons and math.
Dungeons and math.
Dungeons
and coupon.
This is personal finances at work. You get $5,000, you go spend it. Yep.
Every cent of
On
it.
nothing
to
but
the
GameStop shares. All right.
GameStop.
I have
GameStop?
GameStop stock.
All right, so
No,
which of these
GameStop.
miniatures is least offensive? I don't have a white-haired lady with a scythe in like dope silvery armor.
Let's do not the one that looks like a drow.
She had white hair and a staff,
Yeah.
so that's sort of
No,
why
this
she
one
was
this
there.
one looks good. It just looks too much like a drow, and I'm gonna want
I
to
think
kill
it
it.
is a drow.
Let's do.
I like fire one.
Really, I was thinking the sword one. Are they going to use the sword, their
The
weapon,
scythe.
or the spells more?
More spells, but carries a scythe.
Fire one.
Fire. I like
you.
this one.
I like this one.
2.9, 4.1,
Okay.
We'll just use the golden arrow as the
Do you
as
want
the
us
new
to
player.
read back what we're buying?
Excuse
So
me?
you know, or
Make sure you record it all.
We want so after the protection from energy, the eye, then we just want healing potions.
I think so.
The rest is healing potions.
How much do we have for it?
It's 225 gold left.
So we can get 4. And we'll pocket 25 gold as a finder's fee. We'll bet on it.
Finder's fee!
We'll gamble it later or something.
Yormik, here's the thing about stipends.
I mean, I can just buy some gold dust with it for a spell.
It's like store credit.
Arcane lock.
We'll choose to buy.
Buy gold dust.
2,500
Make
copper.
coins.
Boom.
2,500
I'm just
copper.
gonna, yeah,
I love it.
I'll get that gold dust for the last 25 gold,
Yep.
and then we'll get 4 healing potions.
Beautiful. All right, I think we're good.
Oh, can we get
We did
matching
it.
tattoos?
I'm done.
Matching tattoos.
Matching tattoos.
Done.
Done.
The Paladin boys are so excited for him, and they're just like, "No, this is more of a us thing."
Us.
We already have rings, guys.
Bro,
That's true. We do have rings.
No,
Bro.
Get Topher, please.
It's over.
Like
A chorus
seagulls,
of bros.
The seagulls in Finding Nemo. Bro.
bro.
Okay.
Don't do my math.
And so, you, Kevin, you said it's the next morning, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh. Whew. Okay. I thought that was off. I thought it was off by a
We are
1,000.
there.
That was off by. I got that's right.
We are as kitted out as we have ever been.
Yep. So that is exactly 1,000 gold.
Going into the Underdark on purpose is much better than accidentally winding up there.
Sure beats falling into it.
So,
Let me tell you.
so I'm gonna run through this one more time for your sake. Let's go with you. 1,000 gold in diamond dust.
Yep.
2,000 gold in diamonds. 1 500 gold diamond, and 5 300 gold diamonds. Which is a total of 2,000 gold, right? Did that math right? Yes.
I promise you, none of us were keeping track of
I'm
that.
still checking my math.
Yep, you're good.
25 gold in gold dust. So just take the coins and literally just put them in dust.
Oh my god.
200 gold in gemstone ink. 900 gold for protection from evil, 6 protection from good and evil potions.
Alright.
We're not doing the fly potion. Did I include that?
Pretty
Fuck.
fly for a Duragar.
I think I included that.
Really work. So you have another 500? Did you
Well,
accidentally
I mean, we
include the
mentioned
fly?
the potion of fly. If that's what we want to do.
Do it. Pull trigger.
Oh man.
25.
I wonder, does the fly spell base it off of your move speed? Because that would be a terrifying missile one day.
Yeah, so actually that
Flying
includes the fly potion.
240 feet per round.
So we go there.
Done.
Okay, so yeah, then a fly potion, the components for the protection from energy spell in my spell book. I don't know, but you never know for knock. Unless you want to do something else with that. The jewel eye is a material component for clairvoyance and 4 healing potions.
Okay, and this also can count like your specifically your like wizard spellbook inks that you need for continuing to learn new spells.
Do I need those as I level up?
Not as you level up.
Okay, because
But for adding other ones in there.
the gold the 75 gold for protection of energy, that's exactly what that is for.
Okay,
It's for
gotcha.
the inks for copying a spell in this one. Okay. So yeah, that's gold.
All right.
Woo!
Check and check. Okay. Is there anything that you would like to do before going to either meet with Davra or to say adios to Brunner?
Bad shape.
This is campaign.
My friends are causing chaos. So Jordan and I are just dying over it.
I wasn't on the chat until you two started laughing.
It has a lot to offer.
There's a lot going on.
Chat can Twitch plays paladins.
There we go.
Oh my god.
Actually, I already have 100 gold in.
It's fine.
I
You stick with it.
I would commit.
I'm just gonna
commit
swap
one paladin
Yep.
to that
One-
effort.
Yeah, I'm gonna swap one thing with another.
Yep.
PH
another
Topher
spell.
will do that.
We'll have the same items.
Is there a non-PH Topher?
Yeah, there's a PH Topher, an F Topher, and FPHF Topher.
Intentions.
That's how you tell them apart.
What's up, FPH?
What was the last thing? Knock. I'm getting that too. I already had 100 gold of ink for teleportation, so I'm just gonna swap that out for.
Accounting and dragons.
Yeah, I just.
No, you're good. You're
What do
good.
you mean? Now we can play the game.
we're over here like trolling in Twitch chat, and Stefan's over there like
Stefan's
doing
doing
our
all
budget.
Carry
work.
the one and
Well, we-
6 potions of this
We
and
were all
14
talking
diamonds.
about what we were going to get, and I'm like, no one's keeping track of this.
Let's be totally honest. In the group of our characters, that's 100% how this would
par
have
for the
gone.
course.
This is
Yeah.
true. This is
We
true.
were just sitting down like, oh, I think
A lot of it's going to go
do
into
this,
Bryn's
do this,
bank
do
because
this.
that's just how this stuff goes.
Right.
But
Right. And everyone's
Mira
just,
also has.
I have the
bag.
bag of
I
holding.
just
Mine-
usually
I
have the flex action.
I have the superior bag.
which is like,
yeah, but I have the flex
10,000
action.
gold diamonds.
But you
Guys,
made them
this diamond
blow
is
up.
500.
So, whose bag is really?
Oh my God.
5,000.
There's a world.
That never happened.
There's a multiverse.
that
where-
never happened. I don't know what you're
Arcane
talking
spell
about.
cards?
What?
Yeah, I need that. I've got 2 new spells. Yeah. For what I need. So now if we can cut any locked doors, we can just knock them open.
But then
Jesus
what will I
Christ,
ever do
your
with
friends
the
are
key that I've
ridiculous.
literally
Do we
never
have
gotten
13
to
people
try to
watching
try
right now?
first?
That's the
And see if it
Every
works.
time.
We're not
I've
that
never gotten
entertaining.
to a locked door that I
No, but they are.
wanted to unlock.
Right.
That was the item that I always wanted to pull out and have be clutch, and it's just never come
Love
out.
it.
Like we're running for our lives, and it's just like
Every-
no, it's locked. Oh
Yeah.
God. There we go. No one spells, but it's still good. There's so many value spells in 3rd level.
Yep. It's very hard to just like pick the final slate of cleric spells.
Yeah. They can change them on a whim, so
True.
I can stick with them. I need to clearly check out stream chat.
If you don't, it's overrated.
It is living up to the name of Twitch chat right now. That's for sure.
Oh man.
My boy is making me proud.
I was disconnected, so I didn't get to see any of it.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
It's
You
cool.
watch the
We've
VOD
got
after?
it. We've got it over here. You can read it all later. It's pretty
Okay, so
Lots of people have seen Lenny naked. Is
Allegedly.
the long and short of it, supposedly.
That's what they say.
There's talk of a Jordan OnlyFans account.
That's true.
That's
That
what
did
happened.
come up too.
I didn't know he was telling other people about that already. That was more of a, just like a us thing.
Well, that's because we're his OnlyFans.
All right, so
It's a Yormik OnlyFans.
no.
Not sure which is more upsetting.
No, but it's literally there's just pictures of actual fans on there because it's Yormik and he didn't quite get it. I don't get what all the fuss is,
A boot.
but here's a fan.
Don't worry, boys. I got the accounting on point. Eight,
Go.
eight
Well,
giant
Jordan's in the
riding
Before we
lizard.
do this, I'm gonna go eat some more of those cheese curds.
Have fun.
Like,
Mod all
when
of
they're
us
cold, they squeak.
that have
When
seen Lenny's Alright, I don't wait to say any more of that.
I was like, wow, bold move, Lenny.
Like Nero's OnlyFans.
I think we should pop them in the air fryer.
We need fan art for that, clearly.
There's no more room in that OnlyFans. We actually maxed out server capacity
For Nero.
for Nero. Yeah.
Am I dumb?
Can you start a D&D OnlyFans where you dress in lewd cosplay?
Can we? Yes.
It'd be possible.
It is possible. Will we? Probably not. Sounds like a lot of work.
Only Chads!
What about dads, though?
All three of my Tophers are going to be disappointed.
Only Chads. Is Moy Lover 69 Dave, or is it Alexon, or is it Z? Jordan, why are you... Jordan's on the toilet in Twitch chat.
What else is he got to do in there?
Only crap.
I have zero copies of Reader's Digest.
It rhymes with
What's supposed
Amazon,
to do?
Lenny, so it must be... So what you're saying is it must be Dave.
J-Man to the poop.
Jordan called it.
Hey.
Yeah, we should get
That's golden.
Yeah, it's 10 out of 10.
everybody watching spam J-Man to the poop in chat.
Please. Let's get J-Man to the poop trending here.
Look at Slack.
Not again.
I'll be a minute, but we'll stream it.
Wait, is he gonna stream us or is he gonna stream him?
Yeah, we can roll on camera.
This OnlyFans thing has gone way too far.
Oh dear.
Take it down.
A minute, I've gotta
Take it down.
Jordan, make sure you have the OnlyFan running while you're in there, just for everybody else's sake afterwards.
He's an OnlyFans? You're talking about that, right? Okay, sorry. Yeah, I'm behind.
Toilet bowl POV a riot.
Toilet bowl. Jesus.
The wallpaper is way too ugly to put a camera in there.
It is pretty terrible, admittedly. It's probably the worst wallpaper in that. Yeah, it is the worst wallpaper in the house. Yeah.
And Jordan's response to it is the flexing muscle. Oh no.
He did say that we can continue.
Yeah.
Okay.
Isn't that what we're doing?
Yeah.
Right. This is Look, man, things got weird for the underlay. They were real nervous about going back. They all had nervous poops.
Apparently.
Okay.
No
All
need
right.
to be nervous, Jordan.
So
We're here
you
for
finished
Rooting for you.
collecting your resources, spending your stipend. Do you want to go see Davra first, or
Well, since Yormik was hitting on Davra, we'll wait until Jordan gets back.
okay, all right.
Some say he's still in that room. Yeah, trying to light that fire.
Still seductively
Both
trying
the
to
literal and the figurative one.
seductively trying to light a... What was it? Did she even have a chimney?
She had fire in there.
No, she had a fireplace. She asked him to light it for her.
Yeah.
And he was like trying to use like flint and steel or something.
Right. She is so
Seductively.
Okay, so we need to talk Davra and who else?
Just Davra and Brunner, I believe.
Brunner.
Unless you guys have any other stops in Gauntlgrim that you want to make
Oh,
before you skedaddle.
Can we just pass the buck to somebody else to give Eld this stuff back to her family?
Oh.
You could
Oh, let's go
you
do
could
that.
probably ask Brunner to do you a solid if you really want.
Oh,
Yeah,
let's
we
go
will.
do that.
Fine. Brent will talk.
I'll talk.
Okay.
She was with us for
She was.
how long?
A long
A
time.
long time.
I think we owe her that. The fictional character.
Kevin's in-game, one of Kevin's many in-game alter egos. We
Yeah.
owe her that.
We owe Kevin's personality that.
Alright. We go find
Yeah.
Eldith's family. Probably without Yormik. That's probably the move.
Yeah,
That's
actually.
fair.
That's actually a great idea.
We asked him to go find Davra, and then
No, he's actually in the toilet when we leave.
perfect
It
bar
works
the door.
perfectly.
Guys, come on, guys. D doors out, like, where the shit are they? Okay, yeah. So you, you talk to one of the, there's a handful of guards. They can, someone can point you in the direction to Vistra Feldrin, who is Eldith's mother. She, lives, further away from the Vault of Kings than where you guys are staying. It's in a more, I don't know, kind of like, I guess, standard residential area in here. There's a lot of, commoners, passers-by, that sort of thing. It's a little bit busier section of the city, and they, so you're told that she works as a waitress, barkeep, bartender at one of the local places in town.
Someone remind me before we get too much into it. She died fighting the Drow.
Yep.
We were
fighting Uranus and his goons.
It was post shield surfing.
Yeah, and this is when.
Maybe,
No. So shield surfing, and then there was ooze demons.
Right. And
then you guys got ambushed by Uranus and Sarissa and the other Drow.
And this is
I think
where
she died
they went
there,
invisible.
and then when things started going bad, they tried to abscond with her
body.
corpse.
And then
Yeah.
we took one of them captive.
No.
In the stone. We had one of them.
You're
Yeah,
right.
we had
We
a couple of them.
petrified one of them.
Yep.
It's alright. They died.
I tried to impersonate.
And that's why we couldn't revivify her, right? Is because they
took her body with her. Yeah, or with them.
Oh, by the way, you're out of gold now. It all got used up while
That's
you're in the
fine.
bathroom.
Worth it.
It's alright. Diamond hands.
hands.
Invest in something.
I mean, that's how you make sure that you have a revivify with you at all times.
Exactly. You just use a finger.
So this little pub is literally just called Rusty's, and it's quaint but nice. And you find an older looking dwarven woman behind the counter when the lot of you arrive in there.
Yeah, I'm gonna have the robot wait outside.
Yeah, because it's called Rusty's. That's offensive to him. Yeah.
True.
They. Shit.
I'm gonna leave the Yormik outside too.
No, Yormik we left in the loo.
Just keep me on a leash outside.
Yeah.
You're being restrained by
the robot.
Lionel.
Yeah. Just,
I'm waiting for my owner.
This is what a hug is like.
Oh, that's so sad.
this is the warmest feeling I've ever had.
By a robot.
Yes, can I help you?
Are you Vistra?
Hi, that's me.
Hello, I'm Brinstorm, and this is Nero, and Vera. Thank you.
I wasn't sure if you were
Just
Right, I'm like-
together for
I'm
a
like,
while.
it's weird that he introduces Nero, but he wants me to introduce myself.
Yeah. No, I just
And
had,
this
had,
is-
had that moment of like, I don't remember. So.
Total name brain fart.
What's happened?
It's nice to meet you. We knew your daughter Eldith.
Oh, really?
Yes. She was imprisoned at a drow prison camp with myself and Nero. We escaped some time back, working our way through the Underdark, but I'm sorry to say that the drow that had originally imprisoned us continued to hunt us for months as we made our way through the Underdark and eventually took your daughter's life. We wanted to tell you that and give our condolences and return what we believe were some was a family.
I saw her
heirloom.
pull out her shield and hammer.
Yeah.
And, like, hand them over to her.
She looks a little like, so when you were talking, it was a little like concerned into like a little confused and dumbstruck because so before Eldith was in prison, she was like out fighting orcs places and stuff like that. And, so just clearly this woman would not have heard anything from her in months and months and months about her whereabouts outside of, she's missing, maybe presumed dead. So, it was, this, tragic little bit of hopefulness. But then when she sees you pull out the hammer and shield, it's just, unleash the waterworks. She's not, there's people that, scream and cry and just fall over, and it's not like that, but it's just sort of, you just, confirmed her worst suspicions and fears. Thank you for bringing these back to me. I don't know what to say.
I will say this. In all of our travels with Eldith, she had a heart of gold. She protected many of the children that we had under our care. Got most of them back home as well, much because of her efforts.
She did carry the team in a few fights, no joke.
Yeah. She did,
Yeah.
100%. She fought valiantly through all of it.
Thanks to her, many innocent lives were saved and returned to their homes. We're sorry to have to bring you this news.
Well, I suppose it beats not knowing, but thank you for telling me that. I'm glad she was such a good companion to you all. May the Allhammer watch over you in your future journeys.
Thank you. Thank you. You as well. All right. So we'll leave the shield and be on our way.
Fear just the whole time she was she wanted to say something, but was just this Fear's not good at that kind of thing.
Whoa! Get those emotions away from me. Quit.
Well,
Stop.
no, she was sad. She just when she first met up with you guys and your friend, got plane shifted away. She was just like, oh no, he's dead. She just has no bedside manner. Vera doesn't.
Gotcha.
She just was like, maybe it's better if I don't talk.
Right, people tell me I'm not good at this, so maybe I'll just sit this one out.
Know your strengths.
Right, I'll just let them talk and
you're just finishing tallying our budget.
Right, exactly.
That's what I'll do with the other 25.
I wonder if it's tax deductible. Saving the world seems like
seems like a charitable contribution.
Seems like a charitable cause, right? Maybe we can get a tax break.
Okay.
Sad.
If Yormik would have actually wanted to come in.
Oh no, that was better for Yormik to not be there.
It's probably better for everyone that Yormik was not in there.
It's not a place. Didn't even know her.
I mean, you definitely knew her
did,
for a while.
You knew her
Definitely
wasn't on
knew
the-
her for longer than Vera,
that's
but
true.
Yeah.
But did he really know her?
Probably.
Did he was really know?
Maybe not biblically, but okay. So, going to chat with Bruner next, or
Sure.
Davra?
Davra.
Sure, that.
Okay. You head back to Davra's place. It's later in the morning when you get there, but still early part of the day. And you, after you knock on the door, it is opened by a bright red, not that bright, but a red tiefling male. And inside the room, you see Davra and a male dwarf and a drow in there as well.
I killed the drow.
Yormik drops
Seconded.
the flowers that he brought. Clearly too late. There's 3 guys in there.
Yes, and Yormik is as good as 10 men.
Clearly not.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Davra just gestures to all. Come in.
We walk in.
Good morning.
The tiefling closes the door behind you all, and Davra addresses you. So, these are who are going to be traveling with you. What?
I know exactly what you thought, Caleb.
It's.
I know.
Just ignore it.
Yeah.
Okay. This here is Cadu. She points to the the dwarfs. Sorry.
Cadu.
That's Oros
Bless you.
and Imbros.
Cadu.
So Cadu, Kadu, is the dwarf.
Seriously.
Finally got one right.
Oros, Oros, is the tiefling, and Imbros, Imbros, is the drow.
All the guys, you said?
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry. What were the races, the first two?
Dwarf, tiefling.
We don't have a very good history with drow.
Sucks for you, doesn't it?
Hey, only I'm allowed to say that to him.
About to suck for you.
Do you not serve any kind of house?
No,
or-
actually, it sucked much more for the drow.
True.
I'm standing here.
Is it or not?
He chuckles, and then addressing Vera's question, I'm not from Menzo Baron's Zone.
You can tell by his accent.
Sorry. Where are you from?
Don't see how that's much of your business.
Well, if you're going to be traveling with us, we need to know we can trust you.
I think you're going to be traveling with us.
Well,
I do a quick count. No.
unless
So then where are you going?
Unless Delver wants to come with, then we could all travel together. Just because the... Never mind.
Hold on, Veer's just being racist for a second. I'm done. I was kidding.
Okay.
I was kidding.
Suppose we'll travel together for now and decide who's leading later. It's probably going to be me, but don't worry about that.
It's usually Yormik.
It's usually me.
It doesn't matter if you think you're leading. He
I know where we're going.
will inevitably.
But, so which one of you knows where we're actually headed?
The dwarf pipes up. Hi.
All right. Insight check.
You said that was the dwarf.
The dwarf. Sure.
Does he actually
And
know,
where-
or is he covering for the drow?
And they're taking us to
10.
Ravenhollow, right?
Yes.
Yep.
No. Taking you to Mental Dareth.
Meant.
Because the person who has the means of locating or directing you to Graven Hollow is in Mental Dareth.
Right. Thank you.
Dang it! I forgot. We're
You
going-
almost made me like
I forgot.
reverse psychology and made me like skipping a step, just that straight to the library.
I forgot we're going in there first. So if any of these guys didn't arrive, it would be a problem.
There would be a problem.
Lucky Mr. Drow gets to make it to one more city. Yeah, I don't know what happened. We were all sleeping, and then he was just dead next to me.
It must
Both
have
of us were
It's like what,
trancing.
Pupito?
Yeah, this must have been Pupito
I don't know what
again.
happened. We walked away. He's
I was
dead
like
now.
super trancing hard, man. I didn't see or hear anything.
Monsters, right? Yeah.
Oh man, Underdark's rough, ain't it? Don't we know it?
All right.
Anyways,
Well,
I think you'll be needing this. And Davra tosses a sending stone basically up in the middle between all of you.
You can try.
Just a full foot higher.
Hideth.
Forget to grab anything.
Well, after he says that, I'll just let go of it, and either you won't be looking and it'll hit you in the head, or you'll catch it.
Make a
Yep.
make a perception check to see if you notice that Nero lets it go
10.
again. Oh, that was exactly it.
Okay.
That was. You catch
There you
the
go.
sending stone.
Okay.
Proud of you.
Just gonna.
Ooh, she gave you her number.
That's what I'm saying.
That's a good sign.
That's.
Progress.
Davra, I understand you're playing hard to get all this just to throw me off.
Probably the flowers.
Respectable. Oh, I
You
should
should really try the dress.
another time.
She just looks away from you, much like I need to.
Oh, man.
So, we'll be traveling to Menzo Berenzan.
Mantle
Menzo
Dareth.
Dareth. Good catch. It was a test.
The tiefling laughs. I like this one.
You can all be
You'll get tired of it.
deputy holders of the torch. So it's stepping stone to the Underlight. There's like a 7-level process to get there, but
You just have
explain-
to have a fee of
and we'll explain how
$49.99
the-
gold pieces.
we'll explain how the downline works on the way.
That branch.
But appreciate your willingness to serve under our command.
Yeah, that's not what this is, but sure, buddy.
See, together we're all.
Alright. Is there
We're all
anything
what?
else?
We're all together.
Dom?
Oh, okay.
Like,
I think that'll be it. When are you heading out? Just to, recover the terms of our agreement. The information gained from the contact in Mantle Dareth is not to leave your group, as well as one equal share of the treasure found on your journey. And nothing in Graven Hollow leaves with you outside of information.
she didn't want us to bring any books back.
Right.
Okay.
I thought you got your pick when we were done with the treasure that we found.
I don't remember exactly what I said off the top of my head, just for the record.
Bind
That's
it.
why I'm like, we're just gonna
She had
go
first
over this
dibs,
right now.
I see the way I
She
remember
just said
it.
she has first dibs.
Davra, I will give you. Actually, I'll take it to the group.
Good job.
Yeah.
I think it's
It's
I think
working. It's
yeah.
working.
Keep it up.
But no, I believe we're prepared to leave.
Ooh.
Flash them.
What was the first
We
part
have
that
to
you
talk
said?
to.
What?
What was the first part of the agreement?
Kingsley.
Yeah.
Basically that you won't give other people the information of how to get to Graven Hollow.
That was part of the original thing.
Davra, or the specific interests of this portion of the Zentrum that she represents, think that would be highly valuable.
Sure.
And, much less valuable if everybody knows how to get there.
Sure. And the
Yep.
guy who does know how to get there, are we supposed to?
We meet him at. Nope.
No,
I
not if
don't
we
know
get there.
what
We're
the
not supposed to.
It wasn't part of our deal not to.
Right.
Yeah, that's
Close the loop.
so we have to.
These 3 other
Do we
guys
have-
that are just getting us to that have nothing to do with Graven Hollow. They're just hanging out while we're talking about this specific deal.
They'll, your contact will be taken care of accordingly.
Okay. He's
Yeah. Sorry, bro.
oof.
Yeah.
So, and we're not supposed to tell anyone about the location of the place, right?
Correct.
All right.
Was it part of her? Was it part of the agreement to tell her? Like, was that specifically stated?
That was intentionally why I'm asking that.
Yeah, that's why he tried to.
Because if she,
I'm pretty sure it was last time. She was like, "You have to tell me."
well, we can always go back and watch the VOD.
It's true.
I don't remember her and no one. Like, you know.
I don't know if she's anyone else.
The royal you.
I understand what her intention is.
But as long as we're being binding about these
Man, I've had a migraine for like 11 hours.
It's the perfect time to
This
grill you.
I'm telling you the intent of
Hey,
the
man,
deal,
we're
and that
making-
needs to be good enough right now.
We're making deals with criminal organizations.
you have an in-character migraine. We get it.
Yes.
We're just taking advantage of the character's migraine.
Sure.
All right, David.
Man,
Love you.
Bruner's got a migraine. So many people have migraines.
That's why he lost.
That's why Eldest Mom was really crying. Her head just hurt really bad.
Yeah, everyone's a migraine.
She was like, I got 6 other daughters. That one was my least favorite.
all the
D&D's a tough world, man.
all the others stayed at home with me.
Well-
She was the only one that I just said you have to leave.
David, I don't know if you know this, but I'm kind of a big deal. So we'll leave you guys here while we go talk to the king. Then we'll come back, pick you up.
Yep.
If you change your mind about coming, like, feel free to. I've got a lizard, so.
Make a persuasion check.
Is that a metaphor?
Natural 20.
Wait, what's the total? Because you get a
30.
big... Yeah, okay, I was going to say, because you get a big bonus.
Oh my god. Of course.
That moment where the DM's just like, why did I let him roll a die?
You could also just give me a kiss and that'd be fine.
She's really into lizards.
But like, you have to roleplay it.
We don't.
Alright, man. Get over here.
Alright, who's blinking first?
Can everyone
Game
else?
chicken.
Can everyone else
Only
leave the table?
Alright, everybody. Give me a
The lights are already dimmed.
I can do more. Yeah.
Right.
Make him like red.
There we go.
Just think about it. We'll figure it out later.
She walks over to you, and for like a second, like there's part of you that thinks there's a pretty decent chance she's just gonna like pull out a blade and stab you. And she gives you a little kiss on the cheek and just says, "For luck." And then opens the door
I
and
drop my
gestures for all
staff.
of you to leave.
I start wondering who cast suggestion.
I'm just gonna strut out while we're on the way to the castle and be like, I don't know how it works on the top, so I'm pretty sure I run the center of them now.
I love that. My favorite part was where we go talk to the king. Kind of a big deal.
The lizard.
Yeah, lizard. Oh man,
Bryn's gonna be a solid 10
we're gonna have to go
seconds
back
behind.
and we're really gonna have to clip that because that's super good. Pick up lines with Yormik.
Oh.
I'm kind of a big deal. Go to talk to the king. Got a lizard.
Bryn's gonna be a solid 10 seconds behind as everyone else files out, just like, I don't understand how that happened. Like, I thought I was good at convincing people of things,
Was she
and
magically like I don't understand what's happening.
She was.
I didn't feel the ability to counterspell, you know?
Alright, bewitched her. It's fine.
I didn't
Look,
give
like-
priority.
Yormik's a talker, and a lot of times what he says and the things that he like, specifically like what he says, sort of betrays him a bit. But like that actually kind of almost came off as like a halfway decent pickup line.
Yeah. High volume, alright? I am here
The
for
percentage
repeated
play.
attempts. Do not
Have you seen the
underestimate-
man cast Chaos Grasp?
You miss 100% of the chaos grasp you don't
get.
cast.
and most of them that you do.
Just throw a handful of darts at
There's a
dark
lesson
lord.
in there
I think he
somewhere.
landed it once.
Exactly.
Oh,
Exactly once.
Exactly once.
I guess there's somebody out there for everyone. Maybe she's just the same type of crazy.
He just whistles the whole way
Okay.
as you guys walk back over to the Vault of Kings. At this point, it's after the lunch hour, early afternoon kind of time. It takes a little while to walk over there, but not a huge trip or anything. And yet you wait a few minutes to be let in, but no more than like 10 or 15 minutes after you arrive, they show you back into Bruner's chamber. Welcome back. How was your evening's festivities? productive, I hope.
Thank you, King.
That's
Yes,
fine,
it went well. I guess I guess I would have left the robot outside again. Probably impolite to take your robot inside.
I've never had a robot before.
Yeah.
I can't do it. Yep.
The doors here are like more than twice the height of Lionel. Like they're huge.
Okay.
It's like this is like cathedral,
Dope.
the finest like dwarven craftsmanship kind of for his little throne room area.
He'll
So
come in with me then.
it would not be like an awkward fit for him to
Yeah.
follow. It'd be a little odd. It'd be a bit of a spectacle. But,
Yeah.
you know, Bryn tries to be a bit of a spectacle, so
Yeah.
it works for him.
So as he says that, I'll be like, it went quite well, and I'll just like look back at the robot and like give him a command to like flex, just like Ginyu pose.
No.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Very good indeed. So then, how soon will you be off?
I think we're leaving. Did we buy things? Do we need to still buy things?
How do we get the materials from the stipend? Do we have to wait for them to get here? Are they already here? Are they being gathered?
I'll say that you brought what you're looking for to Vincent sometime in the morning. One of while he was on the toilet or something.
Yeah.
And he's just like, okay, very well. Give me till just past dinner tonight. I should be able to procure these things.
Perfect.
Sure. So we're staying for dinner.
I already did everything I set out to do today, so that's.
I mean, it's gonna be like your whole year checked out.
I'm just gonna get push-ups till we leave or something. I don't know.
The last item is kill the sun, but that one's.
Well, that's I can't see it in here.
Keeps, oh, that's fair. I was thinking it just keeps dropping priority.
It's looks hiding from you and scared.
As it should be.
Dinner it is.
Excellent. I will make sure that we have another, not quite so extravagant as last night's feast, but a fine meal sent your way. Sorry, this is Kevin's awkward pause, not Bruner's.
Never heard of that spell.
Kevin's. Oh,
Great.
that's a good one.
It's just
The world pauses for half a second. Everybody's mid-step.
That's just it's a reflavored time stamp.
Oh my god, that's so good.
I like that.
That's actually
Ninth level spell.
phenomenal.
Awkward pause.
that's
I'm
one
writing
big
this
note.
down.
I was gonna say that is
their
some
entire
notes.
train of thought.
It's perfect because we've already made canon that Kevin guy who
Kevin
writes
is
books.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, that'd be so good too. Just a cantrip that makes someone fumble over their words.
Be great.
Not enough
Like
to
a
counterspell, just
DC
enough to like
12
throw
wisdom
off a
save or
persuasion
something.
check.
Like if someone if there was basketball, they would like miss the dribble, or
Yeah.
if they were walking, they'd fall on their face.
That's
or,
so the witch class that I'm working on. I've got a cantrip that's called Jinx that I'm trying to figure out like the correct, because it
mechanics
can't
for
just
that.
be like, all right, I'm just going to impose disadvantage as a cantrip all the time.
No.
Yeah.
But I'm
Flavor
like,
spell.
there's got to be right, like there's
Yeah.
got to be like a
It's
really
like
sweet flavor
prestidigitation
niche.
of bad luck.
Yeah. Ooh, I like that. Just make that the description. Prestidigitation of bad luck.
Well, and I've made
it's a-
Power Word Curse. That
it's a-
one's dope.
it's a good
I think I had
reaction.
you look at that one.
I think so.
All right. So after Kevin's awkward pause, Bruner's like, and I know that the lovely Miss Malkin gave you a sending stone to keep in touch. We have, a good rapport with the Emerald Enclave here, and she will keep me apprised as well if you keep in touch with your progress and
Thank goodness. 'cause we don't need
approximate
any more
whereabouts. Well, you only have you have 2 right now.
Hello,
It'd be
Marista.
3. 3's a freaking
Marissa?
Well,
crowd.
but 3 is like you guys have a sending stone to do with what you want, and then you have 2 that are to keep in touch with people while you do things.
What's the other one?
No.
It's Marissa.
Too many. 2 is too many. We have to check in with 2 different people.
Oh, right.
every day.
Wait,
Just
Marissa-
call them at the same time.
Sounds like my job.
Yeah.
Marissa and Dabra?
Davra.
Dabra.
Forgot what's their name for a second.
Davra.
Deborah?
Deborah.
Saying Cheryl's birthday?
Davra.
Deb.
Just give Jorvik a stare.
Debbie.
Well, very well then. I will let you be about your business the remainder of the day. I'll make sure that a fine meal is sent your way come the dinner bell this evening. And aside from that, you just have my best wishes and as much as I can hope for the blessings of the Allhammer in your endeavor. Should you find yourselves unsuccessful, I shudder to think what steps might become necessary after that.
Indeed.
A whole second party with a bunch of raised. It's just a cleric that's like, all right, what do we do? We gotta go find these people, the Underdark, wherever they are. I gotta bring them back to life so they keep doing what they're doing.
King, it is my personal guarantee that we will fumble for not a second in completing this task. I have the utmost confidence in my ability, at least my ability, to handle this threat with the necessary support. And if you see Davra, can you please tell her I said that?
I have no doubt in my mind that through Yormek's flawless leadership and courage, we will be able to overcome this threat.
It's true.
But seriously, thank you. Your help has been extremely appreciated.
Thank you, King. We wish the best to Gauntlegrim.
He gives you a deep bow.
I give a flourish and a bow in return.
Lionel just like straight from like bend in half robot bow. Lionel curtsies. Even better.
Even better.
Alright. Well then, gents, if there's nothing left that you want to do in Gauntlegrim, then we can move along to the dinner hour and, you know,
Yep.
give
Let's do
a
it.
delicious last meal before you head out.
Last meal.
And,
full stop.
and we're done. The campaign's over. You did it.
We did.
It is going to be what it is. That's how it works.
It was less about defeating the demon lords and more about gathering support enough to make yourselves
have
capable to do so.
one-
We have done it.
We have one
Please
giant
pay
omelet.
$5.99 to continue this.
I said we have one giant omelet.
I'm gonna start charging for my DMing services.
Guys,
to
we're
continue.
already in the expansion. We already got out of the abyss. That was the whole campaign.
Right, now we're
Out of the abyss and back into the abyss.
abyss the out.
The 500 gold they gave us was to buy the DLC.
Powered
Back
by
into
Put
pay to
in,
win.
put in another copper to continue.
Okay, so how much gold have you guys saved up through this campaign? Excuse me.
Just
Hope you
save.
didn't get attached to
All right,
your,
it's fine. I'll take the
legendary
pickaxe. You can play it for
items.
another 2 weeks. Keep going.
Saving gold? I don't understand.
I was just throwing it at the wall for a while.
Yeah, you were. Okay, so you know, as promised, Vincent arrives with a couple other people. A small, you know, not like a full-on like dragon heist size cart, but a small cart carrying all the provisions you requested.
Wait a second. Like Dragon Heist sized cart. A cart wasn't very big, but
Yeah, it's not like an entire like this can hold a couple people rickshaw big cart, but just a small little like help them carry the stuff.
Gotcha.
And yeah, all the diamonds, diamond dust, the various potions are in a nice case and everything, and so you get everything you requisitioned. And
So I rewrote it down. So
right.
You get
you, you get 47% of what you asked for, and then a bunch of random shit that you don't need.
right.
The rest of it is just in copper.
Just not
270,000
Every
copper.
shop asking for their change drawer. Like, do you guys have anything? Like, we've told these guys 5,000 gold, and we got like 20.
Love it. Instead of anything you asked for, you get like 2 of the greatest healing potions known to man. Actually, would that be? I think it'd just be 1.
Yep.
Because it's like 50. No, so it's just a
55.
tier 3.
Yeah.
1 tier 3 healing potion. That's it.
it's how much is that?
5,000.
Really?
Yeah.
That's-
There might be one in between.
Yeah, I might.
It's like
It might. That might be the best one.
25, 5,000.
That sounds.
feels like
that
that's the
sounds
way it is.
more correct.
It's still expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Healing is super expensive.
Yeah. Let's say the return on investment falls off a cliff after the second one.
Yeah.
Even the first bump isn't that much.
Right.
Like 4d4 plus 4 versus 2d4 plus 2. It's not. It does not scale well.
The healing potion gets you on your feet. It doesn't help you survive battle.
Right. Like when you hear
The one that does that costs 5,000 gold apiece.
Right.
You know, the old 16d4 plus 16 is pretty good. Okay. So, you return to your quarters once more. Obviously, you just told Kadu and Oros and Ibros like the time that you were going to try and take off the following day, and they've agreed to meet you basically at the the nearest cart station, the same way you came into Galtogrim. And yeah, so anything else before you guys are going to head out? The arrangements have been made to get you the lizards that you need.
Oh, thank God.
And at some point, you stop and let Ashara know when you will all be heading out, because you didn't talk to her today too. Kind of forgot about her too.
We just get halfway there. Guys, I feel like we're forgetting something.
Fuck, we left the cleric at home. We've
most
been walking for
important
4 days. Kevin's awkward pause.
Oh man. All
I don't know when that's going to get turned into a spell, but it's going to happen.
It's better.
All right.
Maybe whoever the drow guy that had the sword. Do we have the sword yet, by the way? How many days left are there in this? Because we guessed it finally after like a month.
There's still a few days left, I think.
I
I think you'll find it on this stretch of journey between now and Metal Dareth.
Beautiful.
Day 126. It is day 119.
Okay.
That's 7 days.
Beautiful.
So on the trip or not?
7
11 days!
Wait. Are we leaving this evening or the next morning?
The next morning's we're having dinner.
Okay.
I believe it must
do
Get
Well, I think I might as well get
dinner.
and go.
So, yeah, no, you have a good big final meal.
and then
Make your final
die.
preparations and packing and, reorganizing what stuff is in whose bag and who's got what. Just make sure you have marked down whoever's got the specific sending stones, just in case weird
We
things
should also
happen.
distribute
got Davros.
You have Davros for sure.
We should also distribute the potions and diamonds.
I also have one of ours. Like the set that we have.
I didn't even know we still had this.
We've got them.
I don't know who has the other one.
I feel like it was.
Probably Bryn.
Did you leave
no.
one with Jim Jar?
No, I feel like. What's his name?
Did Jim Jar die?
I thought no.
Oh,
Not
we
really.
left it
He's
in.
still in
Yeah,
Brigand
that's
Stone.
right.
I feel like we left one. Maybe this is too far back, but what's his name? Plane shift.
Did he have one?
I feel like he had
No,
one and he
no,
got
he
shifted with it.
Because why didn't you? Why, you guys would just ask him if he's okay after he got plane shifted.
I don't remember, dude.
No, I don't think he had it.
No,
I think you have to be on the same plane to talk
Do
with
you and
someone.
I have them?
I think I have the other one.
Yeah.
I think you guys have both. Because
Bryn and I text every night.
Okay. I don't have it.
Hey,
That's all I
Bryn.
know.
What do you
actually-
think the sun's like?
What are you doing? I'm right next to you.
All right, then.
Beautiful.
Booyah.
We use those a lot.
Right. Who's got those again?
I
Oh,
don't mind if I crack one of the rattlers.
No, go for it.
Do you put gin in those?
Yeah, you want some?
Yeah.
Can you just ask?
we could take like a
Crack
5-minute
a
bio and snack and drink break.
I also have ice cream sandwiches. Just saying.
All right, ice cream
Oh,
sandwich break. It's
yeah.
happening.
Oh, that's.
We're going,
Never
and
mind.
then we will get ice cream sandwiches, and then embark to kill some demons.
Yes, we will return with
I mean,
cosplay.
I wanted something
With
sweet or
cosplay!
something.
Peak viewers? Show.
And we're back, and we're ice creamed, and it's the morning, and it's time
J-Man is now to the hoop.
to go and travel in the Underdark.
Let's go. New year.
New year, new us. Let's go.
New Year, same us.
New year, same us. All right,
Not
so
with more diamonds.
so yeah, so you
Diamond hands.
you pack up your stuff. You head back towards the like the minecart track, and Ishara, Kadu, Oros, and Imbros are all there, waiting for you. And yeah, so if you're all good,
So right as we start, I'm just gonna look to Kadu, Imbros, and Oros and be like, "So how do you know Davra?"
work. We are business associates.
Oh, that's real vague.
Uh-huh.
What do you guys? Where'd you guys meet? Tell me, give me a little flavor history here. Unless you actually like, if you really don't have any.
I mean,
I'm
we
eventually
work for her,
Oh, you work for her?
mostly.
Okay. What are your specialties? Are you like, is one of you the muscle? Does one of them look very muscular?
No, actually, of all, like none of these. Even the dwarf is kind of like wiry and lean, more of a
Yormik?
the Yormik build. There isn't really sort of a powerhouse in this trio. None of them have like big two-handed weapons or anything. They've all got like daggers, swords, short swords, that sort of weaponry on them. Definitely seems like they're more, more for moving quietly and quickly than for, screaming "I would like to rage" and then walking into a room.
Do they look like they know how to handle themselves?
Yeah, for the most part. Yeah, they certainly give off the vibes that they're pretty competent individuals.
Did they 1v1 me though?
Debatable.
No,
Maybe who wins the initiative? We'll see.
Is she
Not me.
single?
probably.
I don't know. Oros seems to be, sorry. So you guys get on the cart and start traversing. They basically take you. All right, here's our big old map again.
Yeah.
And here's the front door to the top side, and there's an entrance basically outside one of the offshoots from the Iron Tabernacle.
Sure.
When you guys travel through there, it's like, it doesn't look so different from the Vault of Kings, like structurally, but it's like temple after temple. That was like the religious focal point of the whole city, but it's also all long since abandoned, and a lot of the religious sites have actually been desecrated.
126.
It's all been desecrated and everything, but so you basically cross most of the way across that, and take one of the offshoot tunnels into some of the more like residential clusters off the main section of the Iron Tabernacle, and eventually. The guards that are taking you down this way lead you to it seems sort of just like a dead-end hallway, and then the very like flush stone door that just happens to open up out of the side of Helm's Deep. It's kind of like one of those, and so a much narrower, not like super tiny, your Lionel can squeeze through, but it's a pretty tight fit, and your lizards, it's tight also, but they're also pretty limber, so they get through no problem. And so basically there's a series of these sort of incognito doors and tunnels that is how they eventually lead you out of the city proper and into the Underdark proper. You hit one final door, and this is where the Gauntlgrim guards tell you guys adios, and so they The door seals behind you, and it's remarkable how, like, obviously you just saw it open, so you know where the door is, but like it would be unbelievably easy to walk past and just have no clue that there's a door. It like remarkably camouflaged, and yeah. So
Scratching the wall. There's a door here.
it magically erases. You,
Well played.
yeah, you find yourselves back in another tunnel in the Underdark.
Oh, home sweet home.
Same. This is nice.
This
makes me happy.
This is awful.
You guys are really turning around. You guys like couldn't wait to get out of here earlier. This is
Yeah, now we're happy to be back.
growth.
Yeah. Yep.
Yep. There's always the possibility we leave you down here. That's why.
Further away from the sun.
Conflict.
Conflict.
Can we have to?
Are you afraid of the sun?
No, he wants to kill it.
Yeah, the sun and I are rivals. Like
Uh-huh.
it's co-equal in power, but mutual.
Ishara
agreement
looks
that,
very confused.
Uh-huh.
like, you want to see me around like right over there and back. Just gonna like make
It's-
like a quick shoulder move. Like,
I mean, it's not time to change the calendar, but
next time.
And sorry, Ishara is our cleric, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yep.
She's-
Ishara Khan.
She's another.
She's a very like porcelain skin, human woman.
Don't like the
with
direction
very.
this party is going.
Oh, it's just two Salune followers.
Salune,
I was like, wait,
another
like
one,
two
really?
women? Is that a problem for you, Bryn? Jeez. It's 1492. Get with it.
This isn't the 1300s anymore. Jesus.
1492.
I have no issue with genders. I just care about what god you follow. Wait a second.
Shit. That's 1500 you're thinking.
But yeah, she has very, very like porcelain white skin, like white hair, like drow tier white hair,
Ghost.
and like some very beautiful bright green eyes. She looks a bit older than like Bryn's in his early 20s. Ishara is like definitely in her 30s.
I don't know when my
very,
birthday is, so
you know,
maybe.
like pretty fit, but definitely a little older. Yeah. She's still wearing that same beautiful mithril half plate that she was wearing to the dinner party. In lieu of a walking stick or anything, though, she has this incredible looking scythe that has the. Has anybody watched the anime Soul Eater?
Yeah.
It's that like big like armed one that I don't know. I'll
Doesn't
find a picture
talk.
of it later. It does not talk.
That we know.
Come on.
that
we have
you
so
know
many
of.
talking weapons here.
Need another one, don't we? How
Then
many
they can
do we
have a real
Two?
conversation amongst themselves.
Two's a lot, man. One's a
Dawnbringer
lot.
and what's the other one? Does
My
your-
sword.
One,
Talks,
one
yeah.
is a lot.
Does yours?
Yes, mine
Okay.
talks.
I'd like to talk with Dawnbringer.
Listen, mine literally tells me.
It's fine.
Mine literally gets
It
mad.
hasn't
at me.
had
That was
occasion
over
to
there.
talk to you
Just like,
yet,
hey, you're-
No.
but it can.
Mine will get mad at me if I do something bad, though.
Yikes.
It'll be like, bruh, don't
So-
do that.
So
I'm
I
sorry, I didn't
so
realize
I
you
have
were
a
a
sword. You
sword.
have a chaperone.
Yeah. Well, no, yours will also do the same thing. Remember when Yormik was like, I'm gonna kill the sun? It was like, nope!
Nope.
I don't know. I robbed a bank or a jewelry store, and it's
Do
been
you have
fine
it
so
at that
far.
point?
We
I
saved a
think so.
guy. We didn't rob anything.
That's true. We were preparing to save a guy.
Yeah.
That you didn't know yet.
It's fine. The sword knew.
Yormik sometimes gets glimpses into the future.
Shit. I mean, that's how else would you lead us?
Divination wizard /
How else would
sorcerer.
I know exactly which hallway to turn left down?
That's true. It's not luck. It's planning.
Not luck, it's Yormik.
Ain't that the fucking truth?
Natural 20s when they matter the least.
No, but you rolled a natural 20 with Dubber.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Peak.
Everybody gets one.
Peak.
Yeah. So you head out through the tunnels. It pretty quickly, just in the first few hours at least. So you were given 8 lizards. Conveniently, there are 3 Zinterim peeps with you guys. So that was going to be the if you had brought the gauntlet guys, they would not have had mounts, and so that would have been one of the downsides. But because you are on a mount, you will travel faster. Basically, yeah. So normal, a fast pace in the Underdark is like 8 miles per day of travel, and basically on a mount. And because of the they're like lizards that don't really care about the uneven terrain. Basically, it's just going to double your speed.
Until they die in some tragic way.
You get 1
You
mile.
only leave them behind.
Is that the last ones?
Yep.
Yeah, we got to the canyon with the spider web.
Oh, yeah.
Escape net navigators.
Don't worry, Gerald too is built for spiders.
Oh yeah, did you name
That's
them
why
all?
Norman Jr. is not.
Yeah, so he's riding Yormik Jr.
So Yormik Jr., Gerald
2.
2,
Not the second.
not
Not
second,
second, Gerald
not
2.
Junior 2.
Gerald.
Two Gerald, two Furious.
Right. He's real good at drifting.
That's Gerald 3.
All right.
Before we get too far into this, can we say that we distributed some of our loot that we bought?
Yeah, for sure.
Before we left.
Yes.
Okay. So we got 4 persons of healing, so we just each get one of those.
Beautiful.
I assume. Who gets the potion of flood? Nero, I assume.
Yeah.
Okay, so add that to your inventory too.
Okay.
We got 6 potions of protection from good and evil.
Do we distribute the health pots? Did we say that?
Each
Yeah,
have
everybody
one.
gets 1. I think.
Let me know if Ishara's getting anything.
Nope.
We could give her a potion of protection from good and evil.
Yeah, that's probably
Which
good.
I don't really care. I just
Nero
want to record
gets-
it appropriately.
Nero gets 2, everybody else gets 1.
Of what?
Potion of protection from good and evil.
No, you would get 1.
But nobody takes over me.
I'm saying we've.
I'm
each gets
never-
2, each get 1, right?
Yeah, plus Ishara.
And Ishara gets 1.
I don't need advantage. Never.
Okay.
So wait, what was the protection of good and evil?
Good and evil.
You get 2 potions of protection from good and
Sweet.
evil. It prevents you from being possessed.
I know. That's why I was memeing.
For like
I
2
said I
minutes.
never get possessed.
Okay, now just.
Then you get extra possessed at the end of
Yes.
So you have 1 10,000. What?
1 10,000 gold. What a
You
steal!
still on sale for 200 gold.
We have one
making it.
We have 1 500 gold diamond for Raised Dead.
Yeah, Ishara.
Ashara.
She's the only one that can use it.
Yep. We give her a 500 gold diamond.
Okay.
She's the only one that can cast a spell.
You think that she's gonna run away with our 500 gold diamond?
No, but people that aren't us tend
The
to be
law-
more likely to die and to lose their bodies.
Well, she's the one that has the raised
Not
dead
if she
scroll,
has
so
the raised dead.
She's a pretty
I mean,
resource worth fighting for.
fair.
Potion's
might
not
not
coming
be
up.
able
Definitely revivifiable.
Yes.
So then we
Revivifiable.
have 300 gold diamonds.
Yes.
So I would say
Right
I was
now.
2 to each of you, right?
It was
Yeah.
coming up with
So
magical
and then how many does she have already?
She already has 1.
She's 1, so give her 1 more.
Give her 1 more.
Good.
Yeah.
That might
Okay.
not be a potion.
It's another 1 for her.
And-
Bryn, you and I both get a 2. Well, Bryn already has 1 too, so he'll have 3 casts now. So 2 times. Yeah, that's definitely fine.
Man, you guys have so many of those. It might actually be worth saving some of your NPCs from time to time.
No, those are.
We already did that.
Yeah.
If any of them-
On 2 different occasions.
If any of
actually.
them are Larry, Jerry, or Harry from the Zenerim boys, you're wrong.
Yeah, they're leading us.
Hey, no, those are my employees now. Right?
Yeah.
Did you get that, Bryn? The
2 times 300 gold diamond.
2 300.
2 300 gold diamonds. Okay,
Yep.
sorry.
We're going
I was
Okay.
trying to get the potion of protection from good and evil, and it's just
Oh,
not
I
coming
was
up.
just
We're
writing
going
it
through it
down,
fast.
yeah.
So I can remind you what you got if you need to later. And then we have the 1,000 gold worth of diamond dust.
Nothing to me. All of it to her, because she's the only one who can cast.
Yep.
Can Bryn cast restoration?
No.
Well, then yeah. I
All
guess
It's
of
not
it.
great.
Does lesser restoration require
Nope.
diamond dust of
No.
any kind?
Mm-mm.
No, it's also not.
Can you
good.
look up spells by their components? Is that a thing you can do in D&D?
I don't
Don't
think so.
think
Doubt it.
That'd be nice.
That'd be
That would be
good.
super nice.
Doubt.
They're barely even part of the text though. Like I doubt they're indexed. They just
That's
have it in like
true.
tiny italic parentheses.
I
at the
mean, do
bottom.
you have anything that uses diamond dust? Then you should keep some of it, right?
No.
It's
It's
irrelevant.
we've never needed to use it. So
I mean, you can
Sounds
keep
like we're
one.
gonna need to use
You
it.
could keep 100 gold.
You know what they
Keep
do
100
need?
gold.
They should have. So they have verbal somatic material components you can search by. They should really have one that's like material
Cost.
components actually worth something.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
cost
that
of
would be
components.
handy. But I don't think they have.
So we'll give 900 of the 1,000 gold's worth of diamond dust to her too.
How much?
900.
So she has
900
9
more.
casts of.
She better be. She casts a single damage
Man,
spell.
she's rich. She's gonna ditch you guys. Be like, I'm
I
good.
knew it. See you guys. Let's keep on her.
I'm retired.
Well,
Look,
we've
I'm
seen
just gonna go
Selena-
bathe in diamond dust.
Selena can't do anything in the Underdark.
My spell that needs
so
it requires 200.
She can do whatever she wants.
Nice.
So the 100 gold you gave me is useless by
I have a
itself.
dog that says otherwise.
Well, then take
It's
another
true.
100 and
Yeah,
she'll just
I
have
We
a
still have
flat
the
I'll
dog.
do that.
There's
Yeah.
nothing gone. We have the dog.
I think it'll be
No,
okay.
it
She'll
comes
probably be
back up
okay
the
with
end of
10
every day.
casts.
Was
You
kind
know,
of,
8 casts
just
from
like
now
what
on,
I
but
was
I
like-
still not use any
yeah,
of mine.
I was like,
Just keep
dude,
mine.
if that dog doesn't come back, like the first time I use it, I'm never gonna see it again. Because it goes through stone.
rock, yeah, which is most of the Underdark.
Yeah. So as soon as I use it, it just goes through a wall, and I'm like,
Oh.
does it come back?
Uh,
That was a really nice item you gave me that I got to use the one time.
Right.
So everyone got the healing potions and the protection of good and evils down. You got 2 diamonds. He got 2 diamonds.
I can fly.
You could fly.
You
She
can
got
fly.
she got 1 small diamond, 1 big diamond, and a bunch of diamond dust.
Right. And then the deck of many things.
And who got the robot? Anyone get the robot?
That was you.
I got the
You
robot.
did get the robot.
Who got the robot? It was me.
I
got the robot.
I got the robot.
Okay.
The healing potion. The healing potions you got, are those the regular healing potions or are those the greater?
Davra, your lover, and you can't
Vajra.
Vajra.
That'd be
You
Vajra.
win.
Blackstaff.
Right.
You wish.
There's
See
a
if Davra can hook me up with Vajra.
there's a character in Wheel of Time that I'm reading named Davram, and every time I hear Davra, I'm like Davra.
Davra.
Davram.
All right.
And those were regular healing potions we got, right?
Yes.
Yep,
Two
yep, yep.
folds too.
I have 2 of those.
How?
The highest, the most efficient healing potion.
Best value.
Best bang for your buck.
And we're all of one.
Yep.
Actually, that's a pretty big flaw in the
Yeah,
whole
yeah.
like potion like system of this game.
Yep.
It's much. You'd rather just take 2 regular, but 50.
Honestly,
You can-
Like, I get it, it's literally action
if they had
Ten
like
regular
a
potions
if they had
is the
like a
same as
1 gold
one
trial
great-
sized healing potion that gave me 1 HP, I
Yeah.
might just get those.
It's good berry.
Right.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Good berry.
Yeah,
Which is a ridiculous spell.
yeah. Especially you take like healing
Miss-
cleric, and
literally-
suddenly you get like your charisma
You
modifier
can like
added
plus
to it.
8 HP per berry or something stupid
nuts.
like that.
Anytime you heal, you get an extra.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Oh, good
Here's a
berries.
blueberry worth 8 HP. This will heal you more than a commoner has for HP.
Here's 2 beers. That's 2
This will
powers.
literally bring a commoner back to life.
This can feed a small village for like 2 years. Just take it. Just pop them one at a time. Just one after the other.
Remember spread, dude.
Sensu beans on steroids.
Well, you can't eat just one. Like you just gotta.
You just bake them into a muffin is what you do.
Right.
Oh god.
Oh,
Efficiency.
So imagine
50 HP muffin.
You're bleeding from being healed so much.
No, your hair just grows everywhere.
So,
You turn into a barbarian.
Oros. How long is it gonna take to get where we're going here? I can already tell, but just for Bryn's knowledge.
I was asking him in private. I
Right.
thought he would hold that in confidence and tell me, not make a big deal about it in the group.
I was trying to deflect.
I'm really embarrassed.
I'll just hang
Well, it
back.
was-
I'll hang back a second with Shara and be like, so you're gonna see a lot of this. And just have just either don't listen or find it funny because none of it has any substance whatsoever.
Those are your options, because if you hear it, you know it's funny.
And those are your options because I'll handle the if something audacious is said that might get us into trouble.
Never happened before.
Yeah, he's never had to do that.
Yeah.
Again, saying this quietly to her in the back.
Empty threats.
And yet we're just up here saying these things randomly.
Yeah.
I've learned he's had enough conversations with other people. I know what he's going to say.
Yeah, we know.
Their eyes in the back of their head. They're just predicting this conversation right now. That sounds like your...
Yeah, we actually say this stuff every time you talk to anyone out of our hearing.
That is a more believable thing.
Oh my god. Okay.
I'm like, this morning's breakfast was really good.
We're always
Empty threats from the big man with the sword again.
So Oros has, of the three, been the most humorous about your shenanigans thus far in the trip.
Best.
Huh?
Best NPC is what you're saying? Yeah.
I mean,
I'm
so
gonna-
far of
I will
those
heal
three, I
him,
guess.
Maybe.
Maybe. We're not sure yet, but maybe.
Maybe.
Uh,
Look, I know we're Vivify. You want to get on my good side.
He's on the
He'll heal
short
him
list.
with cleansing flames. He'll burn away his sins of the center.
I will end the suffering.
Oh, you're one of those clerics.
wow.
Healing.
He chuckles. And it's like, well, it was going to be well over a 10-day by foot, but with these babies, pets his lizard on the side of the neck.
Spits on
Should be just under a 10-day to get where we're going.
Lizard turns up.
We're just like
Or
the
they-
tail whips forward.
No, even better since we're just riding on it. It just spits up and
Or like just barely, like purposely, like arches its back so he just like hits his head
Yeah.
one time on a rock.
All right.
Which at 30 feet per 6 seconds is pretty quick. You
Yeah.
hurt a little bit.
Yep.
Sounds like a plan.
But yeah, so the first couple of days here are gonna come and go pretty uneventfully.
Okay.
So anything you want to ask your new companions or conversations you'd like to have over those few days.
So why? Yeah, I'm interested. Why did Davra pick you to lead us to Mentadereth?
Oros just goes, well, because we know the way, I imagine. She's sort of, well, in our line of business, she's about as close as it gets to a boss. At least for the three of us. But as far as the one most familiar with the path, there's your man, and he points to Kadu, the dwarf.
Whoa. So why, Imbro, Soros, why are you two joining us?
Safety in numbers, it's what we got told to do. Beats me. Well, you learned pretty early in our line of work not to ask too many questions when you're given an assignment.
Sure.
It's a lesson York hasn't learned.
Hey,
It's true.
look, I didn't ask any questions I didn't already know the answer to.
It's true.
No.
Ashara again just like cocks her head like, the fuck is this guy talking about?
Have you all been to the Underdark before then, or?
He asks the drow.
That's our
It's a
guide.
question.
That's our
Not
guide. I literally, at this point, I'm gonna assume that we're like resting on the first day.
Sure,
And I
sure.
just bury my head in my hands after he has the three people guiding us to the outpost that they've been to before. If they've been to the Underdark, where I would like to just state again, this outpost is in the Underdark.
I'm gonna put half a bend to the Underdark.
They haven't answered yet.
Oros-
But you knew the answer before you asked it.
Right, exactly.
Oros is just like, no, never, no. First time for me.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like Imbros, maybe. I don't know. I don't really know where he's from.
No, it doesn't
but-
seem like he's from around
No.
here.
Yeah.
No, it's definitely my first time.
Well, buckle up.
Hey, Oros.
Do they have buckles on these saddles? I don't know.
What's the name of our sword's deity? Not the good sword, the bad sword.
Dancer.
Give me a second. Alright, hold on.
Felicity.
Felicity!
Yeah. How much
Also, why'd you say
how much
bad
do you
sword?
know about not Dawnbringer?
It's a
I mean,
bully.
it's
sword.
racist.
Yeah.
It's,
That's fine.
It's gotten necrotic
They're
energy.
drow.
What do you mean? What do you mean the sword's racist? The sword literally does necrotic damage and poisons you. What's not bad about this sword?
I mean, is that like
It's a
better,
nice sword.
Is it better or worse than taking a bunch of radiant damage?
gonna
It
say,
all
that
still
listen,
At
hurts.
least you're being burned by goodness.
What's the alignment of the?
You know,
God,
that
God,
would be
consider
the paladin's
right
opinion here.
Lady Elistray of the Dark Sildari.
Yeah, how much do you know about Lady Elistray?
Oh, Lady Elistray, huh?
You're burning me alive.
You don't need to give me
It's
a whole lot of
holy fire.
information. My
You're
my
burning
next,
me
my
alive.
next question is
Maybe
going
you
to be
shouldn't
if you had
listen
to
so
if you had to
much, you know?
make say 6 guesses as to the passphrase of a sword that would be attuned to Lady Elistray, what would be those 6 guesses?
So Elistray is not actually an evil deity. She's a.
We said the sword
Yeah,
was
I didn't
evil.
say she was.
We
It's
said
an
the
evil
sword
sword
was evil.
aligned to the deity.
Who are you asking specifically?
Oros, the drow.
The dwarf.
No,
Oros
that's
is the
not
tiefling.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
I have that wrong in
How
my
dare
notes.
Imbros.
Imbros. I mean, it's easy to.
I'm Bros is the drow.
I'm a bro.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, then
Another instance of I made the name and then later like reread it and I was like,
I'm,
whatever, it's too late. Sorry.
I'm bro. S.
It's every name ever in
No,
fantasy.
I'm
It's just
Boaz.
there's a dumb pun to be made about it.
Ambrose.
If we didn't make a pun about it, it wouldn't be this, but it would be us.
True story. So again, who are you? Are you asking the drow?
Imbros, yeah.
Imbros.
Imbro.
I mean,
I am bro.
do you name drop Elistray?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Elistray is not an evil deity as far as I'm aware, so it'd be.
No, but the sword's a little evil. Just
Can I see it?
No.
apparently not.
Nero mid trance from the other room.
No.
Well, then I don't know
You
that I can
look at
help
it
you.
from over here, but you can't touch, fella.
I'm sorry.
Just a-
Did you know Oros before you guys came here? It's like
Oros? Yeah,
it's really
we worked
nice
together a few
name
times.
combination, Imbros and Oros, for you guys to like have presumably not like been.
It's really fitting as we are bros, so I just
Are you actually brothers?
no.
Oh, okay. I don't know. Adoption might be a thing.
Not in this case.
Okay.
What did Davra want with our blood? Is it going like a trophy case somewhere?
That's so she can find you.
How would she do that?
Dude, in case she wants a second date.
I think I've got her. I'll ask her tonight.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus!
Just tell her you miss
How many
her.
days did you say we're not?
Wait, what's the real?
Almost
Is it a daily thing?
Oh yeah.
Oh my God! You're just gonna call her every day.
And, yeah,
Oh.
everyone else is realizing what this means. We're all just like doing our own thing, just going, ooh.
No, I think it's twice a day. Right?
I thought it was 3 times.
Is it 3?
I thought
Every
it was,
10 minutes.
Until the next. Once the sending is cast through the stone, they can't be used again until the
Only
next time.
one.
But I think sending's only only
3rd level.
15 words or something.
25 words.
25 words.
Dawnbringer? Is
It's
that
a
like
lot to
can't,
work
can't
with.
Dawn
Oh yeah! You just have whole conversations, just like clap on,
Wait.
clap off, clap on, clap off, just to keep
it's
resetting.
perfect. He ignites Dawnbringer. When he turns it off, I ignite the Moonblade.
Turn it up.
Just have
Can
one
we
person
trick
solve
the
it.
sending?
Spinning sword.
and Nightfall's in there somewhere too.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Probably
Wait,
juggle
wait.
swords.
That's
A
amazing.
great.
Yeah, sure.
Does she,
What's my
does she
strength?
have your
10. That's
does she
fine.
have your blood as well, or is that just people she's really into?
Well, I I mean, I just work for the company. You're the ones that signed a contract.
Oh. Wait, you didn't have... If somebody was to, like, apply... We'll talk about it later, but I would like to know if there's any room for applications if you want to expand this further into the Underdark.
With the Zens?
Yeah!
I mean, they're always looking for people.
Not gonna lie, this is pretty low to the bottom of my list of groups I've wanted to join, but I have had 0 success so far, and you seem stuck with
You're
me
like
for
my
at least the
safety
next
school.
10 days, so I feel like I can wear you down over that time. Just gonna try honest transparency for once in an interview and see where that gets me.
That's so unlike you.
Look, man, we've all changed,
Inside
alright?
with the most deceptive group yet. He's gonna use honest transparency.
You just gotta sometimes,
Oh my goodness.
you know.
Oh,
They'll
beautiful.
never expect it.
Right.
I mean, they're always looking for. It depends what you know. It depends what you want to do. I mean,
He's
they're
really
always
good
looking
at.
for
Navigate.
muscle or.
He's really good at keeping secrets.
Right. Navigate, lead hundreds of men into battle constantly against
He
the
tells.
sun.
He's excellent at telling the truth.
Incredible general.
I mean, I'm sure you guys need
Fluent.
Fall Guys at some point.
Yeah.
What?
I'm sure you need Fall Guys at some point.
Fluent in...
That means you get first place as much as everyone falls around you.
Right.
You're a fall guy.
Exactly.
You only-
I
that's
am
what it
the
means.
guy that everyone falls down for.
Yeah.
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 Uh-huh.
I just was curious what's your like closed group or
How is your benefit structure?
Everybody else seems to have a group. I'm just trying to work.
401k matches and like
Well,
5%.
the retirement plan's not much, but the profit sharing's pretty decent.
Oh,
boy.
Love it.
All right.
That was good.
I will spend my nights pining over the 25 words I'm gonna write to. I'm gonna say to Davra at some point. I'll bust it out later. It won't be
Okay.
now.
Okay.
Night 1.
It'll be
I will
eventually.
be starting to scribe those spells in my spellbook.
Okay. Yeah. So your first day's journey comes to a close. Set up a small fire for a little bit of warmth. Have some
Yeah.
some of your rations and
I'll help you.
chillax for the night.
How many hours do I have without how many hours do I have to scribe spells without making myself exhausted for the next day?
I mean, if you're traveling for the better part of 8 hours a day, presumably sleeping for another 8, you'd probably get in 6 hours a night or something, reasonably.
Okay. That actually means that it will take me 2 nights.
Solid.
Nice.
Barely.
Happy for you.
Well, that's good because I already have a spellbook. So now I have to take it away.
Conditions are perfect.
Wondrous.
Positions of perfect.
That's night of day 120 when we just left.
All right.
Day 121.
Day 2 passes very similarly.
Nothing happened.
Your travels continue to take you through some winding tunnels. There's the occasional long stretch down a single pathway. Other times it's like you're going through just this almost like Swiss cheese tunnel maze that everything crisscrosses and even with Kadu mostly leading the way, even occasionally you'll sort of have to stop and double back a little bit just because levels don't line up right or a tunnel takes an unexpected turn in the wrong direction.
Real passive aggressive when we go the wrong way.
I am sure you are.
I'm gonna, while we're traveling, I'm just gonna ask them. So, typically speaking, do you usually run into anything on this route? Or is it mostly an uneventful trip to the outpost?
I mean, nothing too out of the ordinary.
This is the
there's
Underdark.
monsters all over the Underdark, but on this particular path I've never seen anything too crazy. You'll find the occasional, Umberhawks or Zorn or the occasional earth elemental or something like that.
Sure.
But I've never personally encountered anything too outlandish.
Good to know. Don't expect that to stay.
You crest a hill, and the Demogorgon is there with 8 of his friends.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
And they're all drow.
Shit.
And Ambrose is like, it was me all along. Like, we know. Like, literally, we know.
Oh, this is such a shock.
Hey, what was the name of the guy that sword?
Aranus?
No,
Uranus.
he said the guy we asked about. He was like, I serve somebody else.
Aranus that serves
No.
Bragan Dare.
Yeah.
Bragan.
Did we? Do you know who that is?
Bragan Dierf?
Yeah.
I assume you're again asking
Ambrose.
Ambrose.
Ambrose, yeah.
Doesn't ring any bells for me.
Not much. Hit him with the inside joke.
I would like to, but I don't know if that's fair.
It's better to just assume that he's always lying.
Go for it. No, I mean, like,
I would like to in this case.
look, you guys have a very, like,
I don't
your
trust
whole
this
group,
guy
like,
whatsoever.
you've not had good experiences with Drow.
We've had
and it
one
has
drow
very
that
much.
did try and kill us.
Good.
And then the drow that we're trying to kill us killed him.
Oh, that's right. He was cool.
Veer didn't mean it. I don't think. No.
Whew!
19.
So as far as Veer is concerned, every drow.
For a total of?
19.
Okay. I mean, seems like he's being pretty honest. I know. If he's lying, he's doing. If he's lying, he's doing a pretty good job.
All right, he's lying. He's doing a good job.
So good, he might be telling the truth.
We may be a little prejudiced to certain races. Just occupational
Nah.
concerns.
So you said you're not from Menzoberranzan. Where else do you live?
I don't remember. There are definitely other big Drow cities in the Underdark that aren't Menzoberranzan.
Gotcha.
They're not super close, but they exist, and he's from one of
Menzoberranzan.
those.
Benzomarin.
Menzoberranzan.
Water deep underground.
Bilbo sing along.
Yeah. That's fine. No, it sounds like a terrible place.
Well, yeah, it was fine. That's why I made my way over to Skullport for a while, and that's where I found my way into the what do they call it? Dark Brotherhood? Is that what it is? I think
Might be.
Is
I
that
don't
true?
remember. Yeah.
it's got a nickname that I'm blanking on too.
Yep.
I prepped a lot of stuff. I did not prep my Zentrum
The
backstory
snakes.
well enough today.
Called
The
snakes.
snakes,
Yeah.
Snakes.
imposter snakes.
Yep.
The pasta snakes.
There were snakes, and then there was like super snakes in the Dragon Heist one.
No linguini.
Yeah.
I guess.
Linguini. Okay.
All right, that was all I wanted to ask in the entirety of day
So,
121.
so yeah, the second night when you're all like camped out and resting for the evening, Ishara just comments to you after a Yormik moment. She's like, I thought you might have been kidding a little bit, or exaggerating slightly. He can't turn it off, can he?
There's no on or off. It's a state. Just as surely as water flows downhill.
We're always
He doesn't
we're
even
always,
realize
we
he's
always know
doing
what's
it.
going on.
Right.
So he couldn't turn it off if he wanted to.
We saved a guy.
because
We-
he doesn't know he's doing it.
He's
Like Walter doesn't know it's flowing.
got a sword.
Yeah.
Just as
No.
Walter. He's just doing regular.
Just as
Ridiculous.
surely as the moon has phases.
Yomric is Yomric.
Yeah. Don't worry, I haven't cast any spells in like 3 weeks, but I promise once we get to a point where I can do that, I will prove my worth to this group.
I'm really glad you think that.
Yeah. As long as
Confidence is key.
as long as it's something that's not made out of rock or tree or red, then I can be. It's not
Just know when it comes do or die,
He dies.
He will cast fireball and then die.
He will do, and he will
You
die.
jumped the joke.
I'm sorry.
That's good.
I'm sorry. I got
You
too
ruined the
excited.
delivery.
I'm sorry. I got too excited.
Oh.
I'll keep my mouth shut next time.
So we get to try and keep everybody alive.
Well, all of us at least.
No,
Yeah, that's what I said. She's here.
he's going to probably need the most attention.
Please.
And after him, probably Nero, just because he's usually in the front.
I'm usually in charge of making sure that they get back up after they fall down.
Right, yeah.
So I'll help, but
And I'm usually in charge of hoping they don't fall down in the
he
first place.
he tends to walk into rooms first.
Look, that's what I do. I'm invisible. I'm like, whoa.
He's not usually invisible when he does it.
No, that's true. But the one time that I was invisible, the thing could still see me. The only time it's ever been relevant the entire time we've been together.
In fact, he's only been invisible one time that he entered the room, and when he did it could see him anyway.
Literally the worst possible outcome
Didn't we
for
say
what
that?
happened. You send me in alone around a cave corner into a demon trap and immediately stunned me, and I was useless for 10 minutes.
He was invisible and
Like carrier to the visibility cape.
Which one's more disappointing? The lack of overall things that you've seen with invisibility, or the number of things that have just seen through your invisibility?
We found the lightning staff. It was all worth it.
That's fair.
Found the lightning rod.
That's fair.
Invisibility.
You have found a couple things.
Imagine if after all that invisibility, Kevin this whole time was just sitting on like the fact that there was this chest with a lightning staff in it that we never found.
That would have been savage. If you
man.
wouldn't have found it, I wouldn't have told you it was there.
Oh, I
It would
know.
have been crazy.
Oh my god.
The one time.
You guys wouldn't have had Dawnblade or the staff.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh,
Correct.
geez.
We did send you
I think that's
invisible
correct.
flying.
Oh, that's right. That did work that one time. Okay,
Yeah.
never mind. We're good.
All right,
'Cause
it did.
I saw
It's
the
true.
mushroom.
You got to see. Well,
There are 2 times.
We turned Yormik into an arcane eye.
One time
You've been replaced.
one time it worked,
Magic's
one
taking
time
the job
it
again.
failed miserably.
It's got to work next time then.
damn automation taking away the
Yep.
jobs. They took our job.
But apart from the spells, you're
Automation.
up.
All right. Day 3.
Day 3.
On day 3, I'm going to help Yormik construct a poem for Dafra
Okay.
to be recited 25 words at a time.
I love it.
Night 2. Ashara questions Yormik's existence.
It will be a very interesting journal to read when you're done, just day by day.
Yep.
Although I know there's definitely going to be big chunks of just like, yep, nothing happened for these 10 days. Yeah, nothing happened for these 3 days. Nothing happened. Ashara questions Yormik's existence. All right, nothing happened again. So yes, the third day, you continue to make good progress, and you know the day comes and goes again uneventfully. You're sort of you know how it hits February and you just hit that point where you're like, oh, it's just gonna be like this and gray all the time for the next like few months. It's kind of like that little bit of depression hits it, like not depression, but you're just like,
I had that in January.
It's COVID, but for the Underdark.
right. And you're just like, oh,
It's called phasers.
I guess it's just gonna be like this again, and it's kind of lame, but you know,
Put on the cloth.
You
mask
get
as
through
I
it.
do the phasers.
You have a you not an actual encounter, but you do briefly. You see like a Zorn at some point during the day, which is like
In that same day.
it's in day 3. You don't have to fight it. It's basically obsessed with a small mineral deposit, and that's sort of a Zorn's whole thing. It's basically a certain type of earth elemental that just is like tries to like eat precious metals or like minerals and that sort of thing.
Is it on a giant diamond dust deposit?
No, it might be it might be like some iron ore or lead or something. You're not
I
quite
know
sure.
dust for myself.
Sucks to
It's
be you,
licking
minding your own
licking
business,
lead
Zorn.
off the walls. It's just
Minding your own business.
Right.
Damn shame you came here
I mean,
today.
Kevin said we don't have to fight it, so I have to find a reason.
I mean,
It's
if you
not-
want to go out of your way
it's
to kill a
not-
Zorn,
there's-
you could probably do so.
Oh, it's on the map. You're right. We can't fight it.
It's not there.
Not on the map.
I have.
Nope.
I don't know if I have a Zorn
Yep,
with me
not
actually.
on
I
the
definitely
map
have a
there.
Zorn mini.
Not on the map.
Okay. But yeah, no. So day 3 comes and goes. You find yourself camped out again. Basically, you hit a place where like a tunnel that you were in opens up into a much wider cavern, very very densely filled with stalagmites and stalactites. But rather than go out in there to camp, instead you sort of backtrack into a little like alcove in the tunnel instead, just to have a little more cover as you take your rest. During that evening, go ahead.
Sorry, I do have a topic of conversation that I would like to.
Oh, sure,
to the
yeah,
group.
absolutely.
Kadu, Imbros, Oros, if one of you were to become a giant ape, who would the most enjoy that?
Me, Oros.
Okay.
Like, become a giant. Wait, you mean like permanently? I don't know if I'm so into that.
We're not sure.
It's too late.
Make a deception check.
I mean, to be fair, the last guy that turned into a giant ape died. But we brought him back.
Yeah, no, he's back now.
Right. 21.
And the ape
Well, I
was-
rolled a 3, so Oros looks a little concerned after he got excited, volunteered, and then is not sure that he's going to be able to come back.
Yeah, that's alright. Verbal contracts are non-negotiable.
You ate all the food we gave you yesterday, right?
Most of it.
Yeah.
That should be fine, right?
That'll be good. Yeah.
Fine.
You ate the banana,
Probably
right?
fine.
What's a banana?
Sorry, the under banana.
Plantain.
Under banana. We call
I
them
like under banana.
plantains.
Under nana.
Under.
But yeah, so when Oros is
volunteered
humorously
as tribute.
intrigued and has volunteered as tribute for this little experiment.
Are all the Zenerim just like fighters, or are they magical at all? Sorry, I figured we would.
I mean, over the course of these first 3 days, you don't see any of them do anything that would that indicates that they have magical capabilities. So, if they can, they have not done so.
Cool.
When you guys are camped out for the night, Ishara asks if she could sort of look at the Moonblade, as it's sort of a, it's Moonblade's a big fucking deal,
Yeah.
and doubly so in the Church of Selûne. It's a big thing in Elven culture as it is, and sort of just that confluence makes it even more remarkable.
That's not insight, though.
Yeah, true.
And
So I pull it out and hand it to her.
she just holds it, looks at it, and just admires it for a while, and eventually hands it back to you. It's just that is a remarkable gift.
Absolutely, and certainly up to this point, not one that I was very deserving of in a lot of capacities.
What makes you say that?
Underdark was not kind to me for quite some time. It took a significant inner struggle when I returned to the surface while communing with Selûne to overcome the infection of this, I suppose, realm.
It is, I have noticed myself on my own journeys to the Underdark, though they've not been quite so long in their nature, but I do also, the lack of connection to the Moon Maiden is certainly disheartening. But I'm sure that she would not have rewarded you with something that you were not capable of being worthy of.
I had a bit of help making sure I was pointed back in the right direction. from some unlikely sources. Kind of like give her like a side motioning towards my merry band of misfits.
Oh, Mary Mary!
She's sitting over here.
just give it the bedroom eyes from across the campsite. Of course. Well, I suppose it's time I turn in then. But thank you for letting me see it.
Absolutely. I would definitely like to hear the story behind that another day, perhaps. As I motion to the badass scythe that she has.
Sure. All right. And then everyone make a round of perception checks for me.
Oh,
Dice. Yes. Natural 20.
Which one do I roll for that?
Sight?
Yes.
Natural 20.
Natural 3.
Would you really get
Yeah,
an
I
extra
did.
22?
perception.
2 for
Well,
2. Let's go.
It's still a
We should have
15.
done a bet today.
We should have done a bet today.
It's still a 15.
15.
Even though
Perception?
my natural
Yeah.
20 was
24.
massacred.
24.
20.
20. So Vera, you're the first person to pick up on it.
No.
But no, you notice that when Ishara is going to bed, going to sleep, and it's very quiet. It's very evident that she sort of, thinks she's sort of speaking without making any noise. It seems like Ishara is like talking or almost babbling to herself, just a little bit, but just almost like she's talking to herself a little bit. And you sort of catch it the first time on the second night. Yormik, on this third night after you give her the bedroom eyes, whatever, you just, I don't know. It just seems it's just a little out of the ordinary.
Never mind, she
How long? How long? On the second night when I watched her, how long did she do this for?
I mean, just, maybe just a few minutes. Nothing, not like super long-winded. And if it's language, it's not any language that you know or speak.
With my perception check, can I perceive that Vera is also kind of watching her while she does this? Just so that we can talk about it? Or
I am trying to be subtle about it.
that's fair.
But doesn't mean you wouldn't notice.
Right.
Because I'm not very good at being subtle. But
It's all good if not, like, yeah.
Give me a random stealth check for how arbitrarily subtle you managed to be trying to watch her, and
I think
give me another perception check.
Yeah, like I look at
Just
her and then I
if-
look
if
around
you
to see if
notice
anybody
it.
else is like.
I think it'd be a
seeing
performance
this.
check
Okay.
or something.
8. Roll low.
I mean, what's my stealth? Well, either way, I rolled a 13.
That's fine.
Yeah, you look around and it doesn't look like anybody else has noticed.
Is she like praying? Is she like is she taking a certain like position when she's doing when she does
No,
this?
she like gets in her bedroll and sort of like
Is she-
turns over and.
Can we see if she's holding anything?
If she's, you can't really see. Just I'm assuming just a bedroll, just a big old sleeping bag. So
speaking of invisibility, the next night, as
Okay.
we're all preparing
Well,
for bed, I
when-
would.
I
When
get
do we
invisible
get there?
and I get inside the bedroll.
Well, no, okay, so no, we're not trying to get. Not
Wait
that.
until we get there.
This isn't that campaign.
This is not. We're not
That's like night number 7. This is only 3. We're not there yet.
exactly. No, next I will. Yeah, sorry. We'll get to the next evening.
John's just like, forget the next day.
Yeah.
Next evening.
We're just. Yeah. Okay. Good to know.
All right. Well, yeah. So if you're gonna do that, then just make a note for yourself to remind me for later. But all right. Anything else on the third day, night before you turn in?
So it doesn't sound like a language. It just sounds.
If it is a language, it's not anything that you are familiar with.
speak Celestial?
I do not speak Celestial.
Me either.
I will on the third night. Oh shit! It's like 10 minutes to cast. No, I can prepare it.
Do it.
So that'll be the
Do
fourth.
it. Do it.
night.
Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it.
Actually, no, I'll just do it like as we're getting. How long does it last? An hour. Did she seem to do this about when she goes to bed?
I mean, yeah. So when it happened the first night, basically she got into her bedroll and was going to sleep, but was sort of chatting to herself or
Then
whatever.
as a ritual, I would say like as we're like before everyone is getting ready for bed, so that's like kind of ready to go. Just get comprehend languages.
Right. It's just at some point you're like, oh, I'm filling out my spell book.
Yep.
Comprehend languages. Sure. And so that remind me exactly. That's
For
Can
for 1
understand.
hour, I understand the literal meaning of any spoken language that I hear. You also understand any written language, maybe touching the surface. The spell is not just to code secret messages. There are, yeah, that's about it.
yeah. So when you ritual cast this and are sort of like waiting to see if it happens again on that third night, and you overhear a little bit. It just sort of sounds a little bit like one-sided conversation, like little tidbits, like they oh they are an odd bunch, or yes, the Moonblade is remarkable. It just weird little bits of, but again, it just sounds like half of a conversation.
Right.
Take your sword.
Could it possibly? She can't wield it. She's not an elf. It won't let her.
Well, that's true.
The sword literally
It's
says
Mjolnir.
it will not let
Mjolnir, but for elves.
It's really heavy.
We have to kill her, right?
Well, it doesn't. Well, I was gonna say it doesn't seem like if it's 25 words or less.
Well, yeah, it's going for like more than like.
She would definitely get over 25 words.
It's also more than a sending stone.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna pull like. I mean, you noticed it. You notice it, but I don't know that you noticed
I'm
it.
also super unsubtle.
Let's see if I notice him noticing it.
Okay.
Well, actually, you do have high stealth.
Notice
I
in
do.
you.
I do. I have like a,
Notice
like a
in
17.
me.
But I rolled a natural 20.
Oh, let's go! Okay.
So yes,
You're
you
right.
listen and you
Could
hear
also
you
just
hear
talk
the
about it,
actual
like,
the literal meaning. You hear the words that she's speaking. And then you look around and see if anybody else is. And you also just see Yormik just being like.
Wait, what'd you roll?
Like 11. Like,
And then you see him look around to see if anybody else is listening.
And then he starts staring at other people to make it look normal.
oh, Vera.
In the middle of the night.
This is not. It's not. I wasn't staring at her.
You want to just follow me?
It's not. It's not. I mean, I was, but it's not.
Hey, I need to talk to anybody. Just come here.
Okay.
And I'll get Nero and Bryn as well.
While we're all going to bed.
I mean, yeah, we're getting ready.
We're
Everybody's
gonna
laying
all right.
in their
Let's
bed.
stay down, lay down, go to bed. We're gonna go over here and talk for a little
Hey,
bit.
hang on,
just
everyone,
can't
team
wait-
meeting.
you can't
Everyone,
wait
bring it
until
in,
tomorrow
except
morning?
not you.
Gonna wait until the morning.
Wait, don't we have
Fine,
a?
we'll wait till morning. It doesn't
Didn't one of
matter.
us take like a telepathic communication thing?
Stool.
Rory's
That was-
telepathic bond. Hey,
No check.
Yeah, I thought.
That,
Or do we
it's a
have-
ritual spell.
that was a spell that I could have learned, but I did not learn it.
I thought that was
It's
like
in the
I thought
book.
that was like one of our
It's
like
in the book, so he
top
still
priority.
can learn it.
Well, I mean,
he
we were
just
talking
didn't
about
take it for level
the other
10.
ones we took when we were just talking. That was protection from energy and knock.
Just gonna use
I
prestidigitation
thought
to
the
make Vera's
telepathic bond
pillows
was our
smell
priority one.
That's great because I don't sleep. I trance. So.
Well, it's in that spell book,
It is.
so you still can learn it.
Yeah, I can still learn it. I didn't realize it was priority one. I don't have it written here as priority.
The audacity that you didn't have it as priority.
How dare you not take my suggestion?
I mean, it was a very good spell.
Yes,
Here
you
I'm
are.
ready to convert to
Because
Salune.
my thought was we
How
got a
about
lot of
tomorrow?
use out of stools like
It
burst.
is. I agree that it's useful. I want it.
Literally everyone is trying to sleep, Yormik.
Right, fine.
Including me.
Vera, we have to kill her. Yes, message.
After whispering, we have to kill her.
Oh wait, I don't know if you heard me, but we have to kill her.
It's like we all heard you.
No response. I just get up, Vera. We have to. No.
We'll talk about it tomorrow.
Kevin's like, I gave you a cleric, so you have to kill her.
Do you want to keep watch?
That'd be the meanest DM thing. Just like, here's this character you guys
She's
want
a
to...
cleric, but she's fucking psycho.
Yeah. It's not, I mean, it's almost one of both of us is always vague. I'm fine with it.
That's I mean, I'll take the first two. I'll just take the second two, and then Miro, because you just like I don't sleep. I trance. Or whatever.
Oh, okay.
It's just like open one eye.
Yeah.
I'm like,
You go back to sleep, trance, whatever.
okay, Iron Mantle, Brew Hand.
Yeah. That's Death Bringer handle iron.
To you, mister.
Yeah.
Alright, Sim Roy Woodfoot.
Mr. Dr. Professor Patrick, alright?
Oh, I forgot about Simroy. Okay, so you'll eventually call it a night.
As we're doing watches, so Yorm stays first, right?
Yep.
I'm next.
I'd like to
You're
watch
on.
her.
When I transfer,
Not what it sounds
when I
like.
transfer Miro's watch, I'll fill him in. Just be like, so I don't think it's anything to really to worry about, but I'm a little curious about it. Maybe you know because of all the Salune business, but there we go. Ishara has been.
Maybe you know because all your religious voodoo.
I don't know what you guys say in your sleep, but
You and your God.
that was the intention. So
Yeah.
to paraphrase that.
Yeah.
But Ishara has been like talking in her not in her sleep, but before she goes to bed, she seems to be having a conversation with somebody. At first, I thought it was some sort of prayer, but she seems to be talking about us, not in a bad way. But it also doesn't really feel like a report. Maybe almost more of like a diary entry or something.
Mm.
Or she's talking to maybe or talking to a friend.
Keywords handy diary.
I don't know.
She's
But
on the map.
I'm tempted to ask her about it. You can tell.
Is the robot
Bryn's
like
next
sprinting
and the shit
behind us with
about
these
it.
lizards?
And I could try and.
I assume.
If I had 10 minutes.
I don't know what his move speed is
I
actually. I didn't think about that.
It's good enough.
Or is I look at
He
it?
has his own lizard.
Why
Who
not? Don't worry
knows?
about
Why
it.
not tomorrow?
Well, he doesn't get tired, so
Oh,
It's
that's
not
true.
urgent.
he's
It's
not
He's
quiet.
sensitive about it.
But,
Going.
yeah.
We can also just ask her. I don't know.
No.
Nope.
You're sleeping.
Am I watching?
Yeah, remember you traded
Yeah,
one.
this is
Oh, yeah, that's after, yeah.
This is the end of my watch.
Okay, it's nothing.
You're like, I'll watch first, then you watch, then I'll talk to your. Like, I'm not asleep.
You're asleep, man!
Norman gets a point of
You're
exhaustion.
sleeping,
I
dude.
bet.
You're just so sleeping.
Hey,
So,
we could just ask. Or you could spy on her if you're having fun with that. Either way,
well, it's a new spell, and I
do it.
haven't
Why
tried
not?
it
Play around.
yet. Sure.
Boring.
Wait, so what are we doing now?
Hopefully she can
Tomorrow night,
See, hopefully
he's
she can see
gonna.
invisibility. I'm
He's gonna like do
the
some. He's gonna do some.
So my
arcane
nerdy-
stuff.
arcane
Some
shit.
arcane stuff with his book
You and your science.
and his twisties.
Twisties.
Yeah, your little clock twisties.
Gears, you're little twisties, dude.
It's just metal, bro.
They're pointing
I can swing it way faster than it turns, brother.
Metal gear, no, metal twisties. Oh Jesus.
Alright.
Okay, so morning comes eventually, and
Yorm's
begins
still
the
awake.
fourth day.
Yormik still does.
Yormik still just.
I haven't blinked in 7 hours. My eyes do not work anymore.
Yormik's just got tape.
Sovereign glue. Just never closing. again.
Actually, she's a human, right?
Yeah.
Can she see down here?
Oh.
She can see.
What? She ain't human.
Moon eyes.
She has to die.
I mean,
We'll see.
her eyes are green. She's probably just blind
So
and
she-
just can see with her third eye.
Echolocation. That's
That's
what all
it.
the talking's about.
Mm-hmm. She's getting her bearings for the next entire day.
Yeah.
But those few words, like looking into the entire game.
That's kind of weird.
Every possible
That's
route
why
we
he has
could
to
go down.
comprehend languages. It's bad.
You ever seen the movie Next with Nick Cage where he could like see? No, oh man, it's one of those.
Oh wait, yes.
Where he
yeah,
just
where
like
he can like
he's
see
like, oh,
like
well,
6 seconds.
right, and you see, but he can see 6 seconds in the future, and then from that point, 6 seconds in the future, he can see the next 6 seconds. So like, he'll have these times where like, okay, it's a gunfight, and he just walks right across and doesn't get shot. Because every 6 seconds he's like, well, which way do I need to walk to not get hit? And he just does exactly that, and it just ends up looking effortless. And yeah, it's
Sweet.
pretty
Cool.
pretty good movie. I think Jessica Biel's in it.
I remember it was a cool idea for a movie. I don't remember if it was a good movie.
All right, that's fair.
It wasn't.
It was
a
at the
Nicolas
very
Cage
least,
movie.
it's neat.
What was it called
Yeah.
again?
Next.
Next.
That's right. I remember that movie. It was,
Yeah.
I agree that it was a cool idea. But it was just okay.
I don't remember
Chef's
the movie
kiss.
at all, which makes me
He
think.
sleeps with
Cooking
this
up
one girl
meth.
that he's after, and like he's able to
I
sleep.
feel
with
like she
day
1v1s.
Yeah, that's
And
right.
the whole
So
movie.
too.
Oh, but
Like,
that's like a
that's
spoiler,
not-
right?
Yeah.
It's like the whole
Yeah.
You guys-
spoiler alert.
Yeah. And
Hey, go watch Next. It's only been out for like 15 years.
Right.
All right.
It's sort of
day 4.
Solid B movie.
Or
Day
yeah.
4.
Day 4.
Day 4.
It's worth a watch.
Day 123.
Yeah. So you wake up, pack up your campsite, and make your way out of the little stretch of tunnel before the larger stalagmite-filled cavern.
Still like Mike.
There are also many stalactites, but this particular cavern, they're just like there's just a ton of them. There's just a lot of moisture, a lot of dripping, and so it's more. Did I say the word moisture? There's a fine dew in the morning. I don't know. There's a lot of stalagmites, and it causes weird maneuvering. It's tight at specific points, and yeah. But yeah, but this cavern looks.
I'm just trying to get him to laugh
know,
now.
he
'cause
keeps
he
looking
was
at
staring
me.
me down.
The cavern
like-
is large enough that it just stretches out of sight in front of you. So you actually spend the better part of a few hours just traversing your way across this cavern. Give me a round of perception checks.
Eyeball check?
A few yes.
Natural
A few
20.
hours.
Disadvantage on those.
There it is.
16.
Oh, hey, another net 20, but followed up by my 9, so 13.
Should really just listen to stuff.
Once again.
I try, but it just
Part
doesn't
of the
matter. For some
conversation.
reason, I still have a disadvantage.
You, Bryn, spot what kind of looks like a little bit of roadkill. Kind of like, Animal Planet after the lion got it, sort of thing. There's the bones and some remains of a pretty large, bigger than a cow. Like, this was a pretty large creature, but now it's like rib cage and a bunch of bones, and some of the bones are a bit strewn about. The vast majority of the actual meat has been removed from this creature. Just something hunted down and killed this.
I'll hold up the party and alert everyone. Guys, there's some sort of dead animal up there. Does it?
Moving.
No, it's
When he points it out, you
Yeah.
guys can all spot it, even you, and it's very clearly the carcass of part of a carcass
Listen,
of
I
something.
saw lots of
how
walking
fresh does it look?
carcasses. I saw an army of
Um,
walking carcasses.
Make
That's fair. This
a
is the
investigation or a nature check, your choice.
Right there. Either way, it's +4. So, investigation will actually a nature check. I feel like sounds nicer. 11.
11. in the last couple of days for sure, but tough to say exactly. And I would say, Yormik, actually, you can also go ahead and give me a nature check.
Does it look like if the carcass is here, does it look like the remnants
I
were
have
kind of
advantage on these. Hang on.
strewn
Why?
in a certain
Stone
direction,
speaker
like that I
crystal.
could gauge if parts of it got carried off in a certain direction?
So
can
it
do
sort
that
of
stuff?
seems like,
I have that instead of my hood.
so it's not like one
Oh.
specific direction, right? So like
Oh, 'cause
there's
you're
the
in
main
another
carcass, and then like there's some bones and bit of scrap over there, and just
Like
it
that gets them-
Sure.
not really spread around in any particular order, but a little like spread around.
Okay.
Do
Stone
it, remember?
speaker. I think this is advantage.
Investigation.
Yeah. 19.
19. So, you lived in Gracklestune for a long time, and there was a lot of trading that goes on there. And, rather than the standard cattle and cows and stuff of the top side, there is a very large animal called a rothe that is basically like the Underdark's cow equivalent type creature, and I believe technically it's a deep rothe, and it looks like about the right size, and you were in the trading district and you would see like the butchers chopping these things up, but it just sort of like you sort of recognize the pattern of these like huge ribs.
Yeah. It's like a big buffalo looking thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So looks like something got a hold of this poor little guy, and
It's dead.
I concur. Yeah. So we'll just be on the lookout for whatever killed this thing.
I will cast See Invisibility
okay.
on theme.
Good call. Good call.
Nothing popping out?
No, nothing immediately obvious to you.
How much light does that drift globe?
Daylight.
Oh, we'd be able to see further, right?
Mm.
We'd also be
I just ignore your
You have the cowl.
He's the stone speaker crystal. The reason he has that attuned right now is because he doesn't have the cowl because we're underground.
Well, it
doesn't need his sunglasses
like
underground.
if I turn on the drift globe, like we're it.
We're a beacon.
Yeah.
So maybe
I got
The beacons are lit.
I like it. I
The
love it when
underlight
we're in
calls for
combat
aid.
as like a blind all our enemies spell, but
right.
slash
It
your.
can also
Or
do
is it-
a regular light spell, I think.
Oh, can it?
Dawnbringer can.
Oh,
I
actually,
think
that's
it's got
true.
two. Yeah, it's got like once per day daylight spell, but also it could just
Well,
be
still
like
makes
a
me speak
glowing orb.
Yeah.
Dawnbringer
It
is
still will
also
be incredibly
glowish.
bright.
Yeah, that's true. But I still don't want to. I'd rather just not be like in this cave, see that there's something that got killed here, and be like, Beacon, we're here. Like, come eat us.
I'm gonna take it slow. Make sure the robot steps quietly.
Is there like a ceiling above us that we can see, or is it too
Pretty
high?
high, right?
You can see like the lowest tips of what you assume are some pretty low. So if I'm not mistaken, like the size of the stalagmite and stalactite will like pretty closely correspond, right? So like if one's really huge, the
think
bottom
so.
would also be like similarly large.
Theoretically.
I feel like that's probably how that sort of works. Yeah, so what you assume are some of the longer
Actually.
I'm so glad to just say it. It just was interpreted that way.
Have we fought anything stalagmite shaped in this campaign?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you fought a couple ropers
Okay.
Yeah.
that one time, and then super early on there were the fire beetle things that were like
Yeah.
on the ceiling.
Anything look like it's moving around a little bit? Like anything not sticking
Give
in
me
place?
a perception check.
So I was doing it before.
5.
You see everything.
My
There
third
are
eye opens
many
up.
many stalactites that are lying in wait, perfectly still to get you.
I clear the group.
Just go for it.
Yeah. Well, I guess we walk slowly.
Ooh, here's what I do. I try to cast polymorph on all the stalagmites.
And if anything changes,
Solved.
And we get through, what, 3?
Well, no, because it doesn't go off if it's not a thing, right?
You still definitely burn the spell slot.
Yeah.
I don't know that that's the
I'm
mechanics of magic.
yeah. Anybody else got any reservations, or like, is there?
No, I'm with you guys all week.
Yeah.
Jesus.
It's just a tunnel, right? There's no other way.
It's a cavern, but yeah.
Imbros,
Just a wide tunnel.
inspects it a little more closely and sort of like looks at the ground around it. Let's see what his modifiers for things are.
I kind of want to see what kind of if I can identify any of the what killed the creature, like a bite, starvation. You know, is there enough to identify anything like that?
So he actually looks a little less closely. So you want to check that specifically?
Yeah.
So give me an investigation check for that. Imbros looks around the area and just says like there were more of these in the area, just like looking for like hoof prints or something. And at some point there were more deep rothe in the area.
17 on investigation.
17 on investigation. I mean, it looks mostly like slashing, tearing, pulling, that sort of.
Okay. Can I tell if the wounds are skinny enough to be like from a sword, or was it something bigger?
Unclear.
Okay.
Yikes.
Well, I don't. I mean, so he says that they were, this was part of a herd or something, or just a group of them that migrated through. Maybe.
We had a graze on these
All right. So
rocks.
whatever killed us might still be here, but might not.
I think just be on high alert.
Right.
Try to be quiet.
Maybe if we can't find it, what else are we gonna do?
Yeah.
I mean, we could just like backtrack a mile and circumvent this whole area.
But it's
Nope.
the Underdark, and so if we circumvent this, we could just find another thing.
It's fine. We've killed everything
So-
we've come across.
As you guys are discussing how to proceed, you hear some of the lizards make a weird panicked sound.
Oh shit!
And you see large, like broad shoulder silhouette of an animal approaching from behind.
Minotaur.
And moments later, like the next instant, basically there's several of them coming from a few different directions
God damn it!
towards this point.
Absolutely damn it!
And we will pick up here next time because my head still hurts and it's 10:40.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wee woo.
Yeah.
We really need to just, when we find stuff like this, just be like, let's go. Let's leave.
We just like we run.
Oh, that looks interesting. Everybody move!
We all asked. We already have all the items we need.
Right.
We're out.
And that's the time Kevin just puts a pin that's invisible right in front of us.
There you go.
And just
Eventually, I will use that. That would be. I did that once to incredible effect. Because I don't know if you guys know what a flumph is. But that's what the herd of little floating things was before you guys got chased and then ambushed by mind flayers. The flumps are like lawful good 1/4 CR little like floating pancakes with tentacles. They're super friendly. And they just like being around happy people because they feed on psychic energy. It was the friendliest herd of creatures that you guys ran terrified from into an ambush, and I was so proud of it.
It's so good.
I mean,
That's
yeah.
fantastic.
They look really scary, and so of course, it made perfect sense
we're in
too.
the
To the
Underdark.
left, aliens. To the right, dark cave.
Right,
if we
exactly.
were traumatized with the Underdark, we may have behaved differently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just that
Exactly.
was relatively on the heels of when you guys didn't fight my dope ass spider boss. So I was like, I've got to make him do something. See if I can outsmart him. But thank you for hanging out. It was fun. Sorry we didn't get to get this combat into this session. I wanted to because I know it's been a while. But we'll start with some initiative next time
If you would like stickers,
on
let us know.
the Runtime Initiative. And we'll be back.
Woo.
See you next Monday. We should actually be good for the next 2 weeks in a row. And then 1 week off because Jordan's out of town. And then the next 2 weeks we're good. So we should be here more. If you want stickers, let us know.
We have
Stickers
merch.
are better than emotes. We're trying to get emotes too.
True.
But stickers are great.
But until we get emails, stickers are better.
Tier
Yeah.
3 sub, free sticker.
There you go. Tier 3 sub. Actually, we'll get you like a whole book of stickers. Jesus, that's
You
insane.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
thanks for hanging out. We'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.